Whoa, easy. Biddly, 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 bo. Yes, yeah. What a long day. War Piglet, that is mint, but it don't work. It works on my phone, on the chat, but it don't work, Rocket Red Countdown Liftoff. We don't, the Badger Universal works everywhere, doesn't it? But Rocket Red Countdown Liftoff is probably not the effect you're after, I don't think. Where's the Badger alike for the Badger? Geet up. Yes, War Piglet. Hit them likes, you wet wipes. We've got loads to talk about, haven't we? We've got a big weekend ahead. And I, for one, am excited for it. But before we do that, because you know what time it is, I'm actually showered for this. Showered and prepped. Feeling sweepy, feeling swooshy. Just get rid of this other T-shirt. Bob that there. Don't want it dampening my vibe. Kick it real time. Rip, roaring. Yes, Anthony Calorie. I know, man. Early evening, man. I went too late last week, so... Mark B, you've got to keep it real. I like to keep you all on your toes, don't I? So 9:30's too late. By the time it gets to 9, I'm a bit drunk, so I thought I'd just begin the night with you. The Badger ain't showered. No 78 RPM. It's everything it stands against. Yes, Oliver, what's good, brother? We hadn't introduced the Badger yet. We nearly did, but we got distracted by the other T-shirt. You know what time it is? Get that Badger in and on and over here. We had to move back to get his greatness in. If only I'd have known when I bought the Badger. Yes, Andrew McCoy rather. If only I'd have known when I bought the Badger, what he would have become. The idea was, I would produce tracks into it, and then from the Badger, nobody would ever meet the Badger. And then, long behold, the Badger has become the main attraction. And I'm here for it. I'm thankful for it. If anything, it alleviates the pressure from the mortal man, because she lives on forever, doesn't she? I think what it is the Badger is feminine, but the pole it rests on is male. So that's where we get the he/she from. Because I like the pole as well. Because the pole obviously is just a mic stand to a novice, but obviously it's a Badger stand for this purpose. But it's actually been through thick and thin, and I had no idea how it still holds the Badger up, but it does. And nobody do it how it does it. So, yes, Julie, I'm not too sure why, but I'll take it regardless. Blush McPherson. What's good, Andrew? You good, brother? 78 RPM, good. I like my Badger dirty. We do all. Nice to catch an early stream. You see, we've gone from Champions League, man, why early evening, to nice to catch an early stream. We've got to keep it on top, haven't we? Pop a bottle, let your body waddle. Can't beat a clean Badger, says Arse Ripper. It is. It's an interesting debate, really. I think that's time for a poll already, isn't it? Let's get a poll going. How do you like your Badger? How do you like your Badger in the morning? It'd be remiss of me not to put with a kiss, clean, or I want to say cleansed, but clean, we'll stick with clean, or dutty. Start that poll. That is probably the most important poll that's ever occurred on the Underlap. I nearly, again, I actually, don't know if anybody noticed, but I actually called it the overlap, which, and I don't want to get on that infringement rights or whatever on the copyright strikes. And Gary Neville comes hunting me down, I have to go, oh, listen, you scum bastard. Fuck you off. Get off my patch. Yes, South Evening Jack, Lover Walk, Badger. Just so it's happy current life. If a strong male, I'm struggling with that, Southie. That's blown my mind. Evening Jack, Lover Walk, Badger. Just so it's a happy current life. If a strong male figure for me. I'm sure it's all love for the Badger, Southie, and that's what we're here for. So, but Fucking no idea what's going on. Yes, Joe Depp. Hi, everyone. Is this the COLF chat room full of the most wonderful people and hosts going? Definitely to the last bit, to the latter bit. Or not the last bit, because that's the host, and we don't do that over here, do we? We're too real. But the most wonderful people, I agree with. But what's the COLF? How often do you clean your badger? I don't. This one. She's not clean and trim, ass ripper, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. I won't diss her while she's in the room. And if she wasn't in the room, you wouldn't be able to hear her. No, you wouldn't be able to hear me. She's silent, isn't she, as well? She's very obedient. But with a bit of an edge. You know, there is an edge to her where you think she is obedient, but then, you know, sometimes I catch her just watching me. If I move her away, you know, and if I'm on computer and I'm up to something, I'll just catch a glimpse and I'll be like, fucking hell, and I have to like move her like to behind me, but then you can feel it burning it back at head. So we keep an here and there, don't we, love? We used to have you on desk. I've got this little thing that props her up. And anybody that's here from the podcast from day dot might remember the little, it was on like a little tripod, but she's too heavy, isn't she? As she's got a bit older, she's got a bit heavier. And the stand couldn't compete with her weight gain. So she started to rock and play Royal Rumble with herself. And then I'd come in from like a long, hard day's work and she'd be not on floor, but she'd have rocked over and it left her with a little dint and that, which she's recovered from, but the dint's still there because I don't want to start knocking the dint out because obviously that is just the protection for the inside of the badger. We don't like a soiled badger. It's not soiled, but the thing that holds her is soiled. The male that holds her is soiled. Roadkill says Wall Piglet. Forgot that one, to be fair. Should have maybe put that in within the poll. Bit of roadkill. Shaved badger. To be fair, she doesn't need it. As I say, apart from a little dint, that's the only imperfection she's got on her, really. She garners a bit of dust every now and again, as you would imagine, so I'll just give her a little wipe, but not with a wet wipe or nothing moist. It's all strictly dry. A waxed badger is heaven. Sly 2.0, getting to the real stuff. Farke out. Love it. Anthony Calorie, love it, mate, but it's a San Michel. It's not a Moretti. I only drink Moretti out in pub, to be honest. It's a strong male, says Southie. That's fine. Absolutely. She is whatever she wants you to be. It's like once you release something to the world, it's no longer yours, is it? So she is mine, and I won't share her. But I'm happy for you guys I'm happy for her to be a part of your life. And then at that point, she becomes whatever you want her to be. I'm reluctant to say your property, because I think if anybody cuts it up and then starts to suggest that you can actually come and take it off me because it's your property, I will fight and die at the door for this badger. So rest assured. I actually fear one day that she'll stop working. I've had a fucking hell. I've probably had a 10, 12 year. She's fucking mental. She's been an absolute warlord, but I think I'd just have to replace her and just never tell you, to be honest. I'd get the exact same one and then I'd hit it. So the dint was there, but you can't actually see the dint. Or can you see the dint? Can you see her imperfection? I'm not so sure. Farkin says, War Piglet, that's what we like to see, big lad. JackCity, City A Leeds fans, fucking hell, yeah. Sorry, dude, yeah. Did not put 2 and 2 together there. Yeah, I'm with it now. You boys do this to me all the time, where you put like is it an abbreviation or there's an actual word for it, isn't there? Where it's chopped down. I don't know if it's the same as like calling Jeremy Jez. Although would Jeremy be Jez or would Jez be Jerry? I don't know. Doesn't matter, does it? Jez is Jez. No, but you Jezzed it. I don't stroke her, to be fair. I will tickle her, as I say, with like a feather duster. So I keep my distance, but I'd never dare stroke it. John B says some wonderful folks in the side chat once again. To be fair, it certainly is, John B. Nobody do it how we does it over here. 78 RPM. The better the badger knows the channel's name, Jack. The badger probably does know, but as I say, she's very obedient. She's very quiet. I know when, I'll get the odd nudge. She'll sometimes tap me with the G string, which is obviously the lead that she owns. That's her lead as well. It inserts within her, grows upon her. No, it's not a growth, but it's actually called a monster cable as well, which I actually got with the thing as well. Which, if you look after shit, guys, it just works. If you look after stuff, it just works, and I do believe that. And this badger is living proof of it. And this lead and this fucking microphone stand. This microphone stand's been all over the shop with me. And it's still, granted, is held on with a bit of tape. I should just buy a new one. But I got it as a bundle, and the bundle, it will stay as a bundle, and you know it, and you know it, and you know it. Hit the likes, YouTube. Hit the likes, YouTube's playing hard lately. In half, my last video before last did well. Then yesterday's video did shit, and the video 3 days ago did shit as well. So, but shit is as shit does, and we don't get downhearted by it, do we? Because we know that, we know the badger will live on, and the memory of it will proceed. Exactly, Mark B. Oh, are you taking piss out of me there, though? And apologies. Yes, now what's good, big man? It could be solanum lineanum, to be honest. Never actually thought about that. It could very well be a self-cleaning badger, because they do self-clean, don't they, badgers? I like a slice of badger pie. Oof, I wouldn't want it in a pie, though. No. The badger is the conductor. Again, if I've been asked before to get her dressed up and that, but I just can't. I can't do it to her. I'll only touch her frame. These bits. I'll only touch her frame. I'll never. Sometimes I get too close to her, and then it peaks. She peaks, so it cuts the audio off. So if you're recording with her and she gets a bit like, she can get a bit stressed and strained, and she goes immediately into the red, as it's known, and she begins to flip out, which is also called clipping. I was going to say something then, though. Yeah, I've been asked to dress her up, but I can't do it. But two little conductor. Oh no, they only have one stick, don't they? I could maybe push a stick out there. Although, if you do that with a badger, then maybe it is male. My man, Ena. Badger Mike Lass needs a name, Jack. Then Badger Mike Lass. My class. Badger my class. I don't think I'm drunk enough, actually, thinking about it. Tried to do it the other way around this time. You don't ever tell us if the badger ever has health issues. The meltdown would be insane. I know 78 RPM, but I feel like I'd be holding something from you all. Barry the badger. One thing I will not have, Aiden and abetting. Aiden and abetting. I will not have the badger named. I've never thought about this. The badger remains nameless. It's just a badger. And just like in general, an acronym might be an acronym. Do you know what, Joe Depp? Do you know, I've actually switched I've been fucking umming and ahhing between because I'm not on board with playing for a draw, as we all know. If you don't know by now, you never knew. But I have swayed, because I'd have taken a point, but I am now swaying towards 3 points. I just think, I don't know, sometimes you can't help but let the internet and people talking sort of get in your brain a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And when you're listening to everybody online and stuff and saying that we're up against it and all this shit, I just think Wolves have been beat 4 times. We're Leeds United, we rule supreme. Let's just, let's go. And Farke, I enjoyed Farke's press conference today. I thought it was mint. And I know he'll get so much shit. And I love when he was saying, You know, I'm not being arrogant even remotely, and he backs himself. But people don't like it when the manager backs himself for some reason. People don't like it when players back themselves if they've got an agenda. I think most people that like Farke just go, yeah, go on, Farke, say it. It's like when he said that we will 100% be in the Premier League next year, and everybody that didn't like him flipped out saying, oh, can you believe the pressure that the players will now be under and all this? It's like, if it don't work for Farke, he's out the door. So he might as well say it. Put the pressure on the players. There has to be a point where you go, right, it's up to you now, boys. You know, he's done all he can do, Anti Farke. I think he sets us up really strong in Prem. Go out and take a chance. If we'd have taken a chance against Fulham, we could potentially come home with 3 points. And I know that's not how football works, but the manager can only put you in the best situation that he can. And I know some people are saying we need to play more expansive football or let them get forward or whatever. But he can only put you in a position to win the game. And then ultimately it's up to you to pull something out of the bag and win the game. And we had enough chances to win the game. We had enough of the ball. We had it in good enough areas. We were as good as Fulham in that game, if not a little bit better. Thought the first half we were definitely better. Then they came into the game. We had a good 15 minutes in the second half. Then they were really good towards the end of the game when we cracked and Goodmanson made a guff. Goodmanson shat his pants all over penalty box. But yeah, I'm starting to think now, let's go down there and, you know, it's hardly a robbery, is it, to go and beat Wolves when the form they're in? And I know everybody will tell me they're decent, but they've got players out, important players. Let's have it. Let's go and get 3 points. I've changed my mind completely. It's doable. Well, it's more than doable. No, do not get into the Badgers' underwear. I will go for a lie down at my age. Any age, 78 RPM, any age. Jack always seems to manage to attract a very high quality side chat. Nobody do it how he does it, John B. It's mutual, isn't it? It's the yin and the yang. The yin and the yang. Southie, anyone feel Jack should take the mic of Badger to a home game on a live stream? I couldn't do it, Southie. That'd be the demise of the Badger. And particularly if, you know... Do you know, if we ever win the Premier League, I'll get it fucking... I'll make a shrine for it. And we'll, you know, like behind the parade, I'll just obviously end up probably getting arrested, but I'll just try to get behind the parade with the Badger. And that's maybe not worth it when there's only 50 people in the room, because most people are just thinking, what is he doing? But still, I think for the 50 people that love the Badger, I think it's worth its weight in gold. I'd go down for that. I'd save time for that, I think. No, John B. No Badger pie. No Badger pie. It does, John B. Don't lash out. It's not too aggressive, but Badgers are quite, you know, they're not the nicest. Honestly, officer, I only touched her frame. Badger, you seen that. Joe Depp, anyway, what's Farke been doing now to piss Parag off and be all arrogant? Yeah, he's come out and said that he backs himself and he knows what to do with Harry Gray, and everybody's gone into meltdown about it. And he's added unnecessary pressure onto the young man. It's like, fucking hell, boys, we're going to have to pick his balls up at some point. Because to be fair, they're comparing that, who was that Arsenal lad? I can't remember his name. But he came on, didn't he, and played again when we were getting beat 4-0 to Arsenal. And he's comparing that to him putting Harry Gray in. The only thing I would say is that the Leeds fans would give him more time, which he would be entitled to, Harry Gray. But can Farke be doing that? This is what makes me kind of laugh. This is like the paradox or paradigm or whatever the word would be that we're living in, where it's like, really, are we in a position? Farke's certainly not in a position to be playing Harry Gray. I know they said Harry Kane then, because he definitely gets inside. But Harry Gray, when we're in this scenario, but it'd probably give Farke a couple of weeks where people would go, well, at least he's sticking young lad in. But Farke would get, oh my God, I just can't even, the waves that'd go on would be absolutely wild, wouldn't it? So, no, it's more enigmatic to be the Badger with no name. Enigmatic. I'm loving that. Let's quickly Google that. I do know what that means, but I need to be absolutely certain. Because, you know, when you know what a word means, oh, mysterious. You know what a word means, but you can't come up. I'm not the thesaurus. I can't come up with like the same word. What's the swan story, Julie? I don't think we'll ever know the swan story. It'll have to be absolutely drowned out of me. I'll have to be really drunk. It's a really, really rubbish story, and it probably lasts about a minute. And I kind of like the fact it's brought up every now and again. So if I tell all, then it's over, innit? Then nobody ever mentions the swan story again, do they? And particularly when it's a pretty shit story. Aiden and a betting says 0-0, which, I know I've just said they won't take, because we need to score. I will say that. And I think they will probably score. It could be a blockbuster. It could be a clash of the Titans coming down the bottom end. Yes, Southie, let's batter Wolves and prove a point. I don't want a loss. I agree, big man. Let's put them to the sword a little bit. They're in shit form. Let's, you got to beat the man while he's down, haven't you? We can't be letting them use us as a platform. And ultimately, if they get 3 points, we're right in it with them, aren't we? I was thinking about it just on the way home, basically. I've had a long drive home from Somerset. And I was thinking about it on the way home. I just thought, no, what are we doing? Like, we've got 4 points. We need to get as many points on board as we possibly can. Wolves are a poor side right now. They might come good come end of the season. Kick the dog while he's down. 3 points on Saturday puts us on 7 from 5. Pretty good going, I'd say. What's that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I have a possible 15, 7. So just under half the amounts of points allotted. Well, you can't be half 15, can you? So that proves my logic. Don't know what it proves, to be fair, but it proves it. Joe Depp, Wolves is one of my 6 points towards 36. Love it, Joe Depp. That's what I'm saying. Let's get down there. It's not even a far trip, is it? So let's have it. Put it on them. Yes, Mimi, you are, some would say late, but I would say early, really. It's early, Mimi. Do not panic. It's the show must go on. And we've gone a bit earlier because I thought I'd do it the other way around this week. I've got to keep you on your toes. Wolves need to win. That's why we can't let them win, says Aiden and the betting. I'm going to try and get used to saying that. Yeah, I've changed my mind, Arse Ripper. Honestly. Elite Presser. The Harry Gray answer was the most polite fuck off and leave me to it in ages. Solemnum lineanum. Get up, my lad. Absolutely bang on the money, big man. The Harry Gray answer was the most polite fuck off and leave me to it in ages. He needs to do it a little bit more as well. I were all over that presser, and he were there for a while. He were there for like 40 minutes because they can only be like 20 minutes long sometimes. You see fucking neck vein coming out then. Sometimes don't benefit me watching. When I look at myself, it puts me off. Because, first time in a long time I've looked at myself and got a bonk on. Farke has been Farke, and I like that. And we need more of Farke and his arrogance, which isn't arrogance. It's just backing himself. He's a ledge. Jack was very punctual today, Mimi, says Mark B. I was, to be fair. I was ready for you. I was ready to rock and roll. I'm in a good mood. So I felt like I wasn't on great form last week, guys, and it fucking bothered me all week. I just felt a bit like drab, and I can't fucking hide my moods, me. So it's like if I'm a bit down, I'm down and out. There's no recoil. I can't bounce back. Them days are done. So this is what time it's actually supposed to start. 8 p.m. We always aim for 8 p.m. And if it lands at 9, it lands at 9. But previously, it's been landing at 9:30, which is just too late. Not for me, granted, but I think for the viewer. So, and I've only been going live once a week currently, but I'm trying to up that. I'm going to try to go live on a Monday night as well because I do want to keep doing my interviews, which I've stopped doing. And yes, Joe Depp, I'm going to do my best to get a scorecard for the weekend against Wolves for the watch along. But as you know, it will not be there. But you are more than welcome to come in and tell me where is it, but it won't be there. Okay, now to be fair, I'm not checking the score. Let's have a look. I'm hoping. I wanted to watch this really, to be fair, because I want to see what De Bruyne's like. But has he come off? Have they brought? Fucking hell! They've brought. Is that through injury, or is that because they've had someone sent off? Yeah, it's because they've had someone sent off. How gutting's that for De Bruyne? That it's a bit shitty on manager as well. Surely there's other players that can come off, but Conte in it. Conte don't fuck about. He's got a pretty good record against Pep Guardiola. They've got that Now Lang on bench, haven't they? Do you remember all that shite that we had? Now Lang constantly, and then there was some like hateful tweet or something he put out, and then everybody's saying, "Don't bring him into the club. He's put out a hateful tweet." It's like, yeah, he might be a bit hateful on Twitter, but if he comes and gets 10 goals, will you get over it and everything? Yeah, I'll get over his hateful tweet. And to be fair, I don't know what his tweet was, so don't start shooting me, calling me a daft racist again. Although I called myself that in the other video, but yeah, I can't remember. Now Lang. Yes, if you believe in non-flexible start times. I know. Well, do you like the punctuality or do you like the lateness? It's like we just land when we land. Badger is as Badger does. CH knows it, and he knows it, and he knows it. That's how the Badger goes. CH, the most memorable man, generous man in the damn world. You should get one of those toilet roll doll caddies for the Badger. Toilet roll caddies for the Badger. Toilet roll. Toilet roll. Toilet roll what? Toilet roll. Doll. Caddy. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Joe Depp, I've got to be honest. If I was to dress my my Badger in anything such as that, maybe that, to be fair, that's nearly a Badger, isn't it? Oh, that's fucking harrowing, dude. The drag queen doll. The drag queen doll toilet roll cover. Look at this. What have you got us looking at here, Joe Depp? It's only a tenner, though. If ever you wanted to waste 10 quid... Oh, it's not followed through. Oh, it's not followed through. Sorry, I've got to click that. There we go. Look at this. The drag queen doll. 10 quid. What's it got in its hand? What's it? Oh, it's the fucking, yeah, it's the fan in it. Yeah, it needs a fan, doesn't it? Everybody needs a fan. What have you got us looking at there, Joe Depp? That is Underlap as I live and breathe, innit? Get up. Yeah, it's perfect way of wasting a tenner, that, Joe Depp. And to be honest, despite everything I've just said, I'm all here for it. Prem win, Jack. Badger Mike. Together then. If we win Prem, I will go out hunting, get a Badger, stuff it, and use it as a puppet and then these two can, I don't know, get it on a live stream or something. Darren McGregor says, got to beat these or we're fugged, to be honest. I don't think we're fucked, but I don't think we're fucked, but I think I am edging more and more towards getting a result, to be honest. Like and subscribe, says my man. We've got 44 likes, got 41 in the room, but we know how this works, don't we? So people maneuver. Thank you, Andrew McCoy, for telling everybody to do what I simply must do more of. The last thing we need, a manager who does not back himself, says 78 RPM. That's why I can't understand it, man. It's fucking mint. What do you want him to do? Be all like, no, sorry, boys, I'll play Harry Gray. And I thought the questions are so whack. And you know, I'll get dissed off absolutely everybody for being a dinosaur again, but they go down this like road where they think they're being like critical towards him, and like it's like, what is the point in this question? They all just regurgitate the same shit, and then everybody comes out and goes, "Oh, the fucking report, they don't ask him the serious hard questions." It's like they're probably not allowed to. Two, it's our press conference. He's not the president of fucking America. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and even then, I think it's just like, what, can't you just talk to him like a human? I don't know. I'd actually think of some interesting questions. And right now, I'm not going to be able to come up with one. But I'm sure if we did a fucking live stream to get some questions sorted, I just budged up fucking see, I just barged her. If we get some questions sorted for Farke, they'd be so varied. It'd be so interesting. And these guys see him every single week. Why don't you ask him something? Stop with this news bollocks. It does me head in. Find out who's injured. The hot topic. So if you want to mention fucking Joseph, how he's getting on in Spain, if you want to mention, you know, the fact that we haven't got any goals, say it once. He's answered it. I just don't know. It's like, do you think that's really critical? Do you think you're really getting stuck into Farke by talking to him about Harry Gray because he scored a few goals in under 21s? He should be scoring goals in under 21s. If he was the deal breaker, Farke would be bringing him straight in. Do you honestly think Farke plays the players when you're struggling for goals? Do you think he thinks, tell you what, Harry Gray gets so many goals, but I just don't fancy it. I quite like struggling up top at the moment. I quite like 40 minutes of the same question just on repeat from a different guy, now a more politely spoken guy. It's just like, fuck you off. Get up here. Yes, smash the like button, boys and girls. Or should I say boys, Mimi and Bob. Dutty means dirty. Skanking. How's the poll getting on? 35% with a kiss. 32% clean and 32% dutty. So it has divided opinion, and it cannot be down the middle. But dutty and clean is down the middle, and then that with a kiss is winning. But you can't go 32, 32, 32. It's not possible. So get them votes flying in. Farke's mindset is going to kill this team, says Andrew McCoy. Why? I love it, man. Just come out and just shit as his shit does, had it. Mimi, Roller will join us in 20 minutes or so. He's playing Delta Force with the lads in the middle of something. You really are early this week, Jack. That is absolutely fine. I can't profess to know what Delta Force is, but I do recognise it. Online, is it? Fucking, I've gone on images and I'm in the heart of war here. I don't think that's what it was meant. When I see if he's in the heart, if he's in the eye of the tiger, then, you know, take your time, Roller Blunt, please. Take your time. I mean, take your time anyway, you know. Don't feel obliged. Don't feel obliged to come chill with me. Fucking hell. You wouldn't be, Joe Depp, you wouldn't be starting Harry the 20 minutes to go sort of thing. Yeah, well, that is a fair point, Joe Depp. But we do have options on the bench. And there is a strong possibility that it gets on the bench this week. Nonto and Dan James are both doubts. So he might make his way onto the bench. Ultimately, well, this is an interesting take. Aiden and the betting. Harry Gray is more likely to score than Peru Parisley. I know you didn't put Peru Parisley and putting words in your mouth, but I'm not sure how true that is, dude. Like, what? I'm up for that if that is the case, but what are you basing that on? Because as much as Peru Parisley hasn't lit the world on fire, we're doing this thing, I would say, I'm not about you, Aiden, and the betting, but we're doing this thing where we're calling out individuals up top and wingers and all this stuff. and being consistently inconsistent with it, and not just saying, well, they've all not scored. There's only Metcha scored from a penalty, so, and Goodmanson in his own goal. So why does Harry Gray come in and get goals? If we're not creating chances, why does he come in and get goals? If we start creating chances, does Peru Alpariza not start getting goals? That would be my only crux with the argument. So I don't understand. If we're not, we're either creating chances and nobody's taking them, which I think we're creating just about enough to have more than one goal. Would you agree? I don't think Harry Gray comes into the side and starts scoring that. Whether or not he's more likely to score than Peru Alpariza, I do not know. I doubt that. I think if anybody's likely to come on the pitch and score, it's probably Peru Alpariza if we're creating chances. Peru Alpariza gets in front of goal and Peru Alpariza scores. 78 RPM. Gray needs this full season in the under-21s. Remember, he's 16. He will gain so much from this season from playing a lot. Now, I am so set against the under-21s, as you well know, 78 RPM. And if you don't know by now, you never knew, but you do know, and I know you know. But for a 16-year-old, I'm all for it. My issue with the under-21s is when you're 21, 20, 19 even, is getting like, why are we still in the under-21s? Like, I think you need to go out and play some football at a senior level when you're 20, to be perfectly honest. And if you're good enough at 16, you need to get out and play. But by the time Gray's 18, he needs to be looking for first-team football, in my opinion, at this level. I think if you're in Man City's under-21s and you're exceptional, I think you can get away with it. I think you can wait it out and see if you can get 20, 30 minutes here and there and you get a decent move because you go with some reputation. But that's why I didn't begrudge Archie Gravy's move last year or the year before. I didn't begrudge him of the move anyway, really, whatever, good on him. But that's not, them two things don't correlate, to be fair. I'm conscious I don't want to get behind because I'm already behind somehow. Farke is trying to make sure Harry is ready. He knows he will do. He knows he will do well, but also knows it's not his time yet. Injuries this season will bring Henry in, I bet. Exactly. And you know it. There'll be moments where we actually need him on the bench. He might feature on the bench this week, for instance. Harry's 17 next month. I forgot what that's in reference to, Julie. I don't know what I've said. This is the problem. Jack, this comment was made at 8:25. I know. He once rode a white swan. No. Yes, Danny Bowden. Get him in and on and over here. Been on the spoons tip. Tipple. Been to spoons, have you, big man? Right, let's try catch up here. Went badger packing at weekend. You've had a right ding-dong, Danny Bowden. Love it. Been through the desert with a badger with no name. Is that a tune? I don't think it's badger, is it? I've been through the desert. No, it's a horse with no name in it. You threw me off then. More Piglet gets up. That's mint. Wolves are right, kicking 3-0. Love it, 78 RPM. This is me trying to catch up, boys. So a win, a draw will do us, but a loss to Wolves would be embarrassing. Don't know about embarrassing, but it's. I think there's a little bit of worry in there. I think the fan base will go into overload, but we're trying to catch up, so we don't need to talk too much. Get that medium-sized, short-legged omnivore in the super family, Mustolioidea. In and on and over here. Sub off. Heads up in here. Only 39 likes. Is that all we can do for Jack? Exactly, Southie. There's no respect, is there? There's no respect in this room whatsoever. It's all about the lackadaisical start time, Jack. I know. But they only become lackadaisical when you're punctual. Once you're punctual, then they know, don't they? Then they go, oof. It's mysterious. It's that, oh, bollocks, I've lost the word. Oh, no, I've not got time here. Can I find it quickly? Enigmatic. It's that enigmatic sense that you gotta bring up, haven't you? Yeah, fucking hell, man. They frightened me a touch. I actually thought that ass ripper when I was on there. I thought this is like Steve Bruce voice. I can't confess to know the high. I feel like when I see it, I'll know. Yes, it is 100%. Danny Bowden likes the questions. It's just all shit to me. Farke out then. Who the hell do we get in? The last set of shit shows we got in was diabolical. Hideous, big man. Absolutely disgusting. Not yet, Jaggy Babs, but welcome, by the way, Jaggy Babs. But Farke at the moment is picking the side, and that's why we're not winning every single game. But you know it, and you know it when Parag steps in. It's over. We're up and out of here. But Parag, like Parag does, he stays cool, calm, collected. And he doesn't just want to win it all, does he? All at once, Parag. He likes the roller coaster. He wants to keep it the Leeds way, doesn't he? And when he steps in is when, if we win at the weekend, maybe there's an argument. No, if he starts Harry Gray, Parag stepped in. Smash the like button, John B. If you're enjoying the show so far, guys, thank you, brother. How can you have a 99%? Exactly. War Piglet. Oh, War Piglet, thank you, dude. You're an absolute legend, big man. Let me jot this down. You're an honorary man. I appreciate you, War Piglet. Thank you, dude. Shout out to War Piglet. And I will buy a bog brush with it. But maybe not the transgender. I'm not dressing it in that. Ayo, a dirty badger. Jack, I was worried about your fetish with donkeys on the beach, but this shit is next level. Bestiality is it comes natural to me. What can I say? BMG, the worst presser was when they spent 90% of it asking about Tuchel being appointed Eagle Badger. It's a madness, and it's like, you're German, aren't you? What do you think? You're German. It's like, fucking hell, man. Come on. Arse ripper, I've nearly caught up here. Harry playing well and looks a threat. Farke will send him out on loan, don't worry. So hang on in there, arse ripper. Is it time to put the Badger up front? The Badger, I don't know how the Badger gets on out in Wild, to be honest. Ayo, get your vote slammed in. You love it. You love a poll, Ayo. You love a poll. Well, you gotta score where you can, haven't you, Danny Bowden? So I appreciate, you're not making a joke, and I actually appreciate the comments that it's true. How do you score when you're not on the pitch? But I'll tell you, you go to the nightclub, don't you? And if you can't score there, you can score, if you make a few phone calls, and I'm not just being sexual, you can score anything you want, can't you, really, in this world? Black market. Not that you can ring the black market, but I would imagine, being a man of the world, straight from Spoons and been badger hunting this weekend, I'm sure your imagination can take you to the places I'm at. BMG, what's good, brother? They said the same about Joseph, that he'd score more than Peru or Parisley. How did that work out? Agreed. Delta Force is a bit like COD, but less stressful. Not heard him swear once at it yet. You're joking, aren't you? I said you were live, and he went drip white and goes, what's he on at this time for? My guy, Roller Blunt. Perhaps not drip white, but stay healthy, guys. Stay healthy. Golden boot and benched. Golden boot seems, I know he got the golden boot, but it seems strong, doesn't it, to give a championship player the golden boot? It's like the golden boot sort of, to me, is like designed for like Ronaldo R9, not Nobed Ronaldo R9 in the World Cup and stuff. That's the golden boot in it. But I appreciate the goals he got. But I prefer sort of like top goal scorer when it comes to championship goals. Golden boot doesn't quite have like the Henry tinge to it, does it? Or like as I say, R9 or even Michael Owen in his pomp. Because he did get a Ballon d'Or, didn't he? You know, or Lionel Messi, or I mean, I'm not, for fuck's sake, referring my stats. I'm not putting Michael Owen in that bracket. I've just been watching Michael Owen videos past couple of weeks because it's come up on it about Rooney, Michael Owen, who were better at 17. And I actually don't know the answer to that because I was probably just too young, as in I was too young to understand that Michael Owen was really young. And that sounds ridiculous, but I was probably, I mean, how old's Michael Owen? The only thing I would say is when you put in Owen, you know, if you put in Messi, Lionel Messi's popping up. 1979, so shit, he's probably a bit older than I thought, to be fair. He's 45, so fucking hell. So, oh, what am I talking about then? How much older? So he'd have been 11 when I was born, so that makes him. Oh, maybe fuck knows. I just didn't care how old or young he was, and then I've gone. I've lost it. I've lost where I'm at. I don't know what I'm talking about. Lone Harry to Mallorca. He can get on the end of all Joseph's assists. Exactly Solomon Lineanum. And them assists are 0. Insane take. Peru Paisley will get bullied by Prem centre-backs, but Gray won't. Mimi, the love is mutual. I love your household and everybody and everything within it. It's a beautiful thing. Some right sausages in our fan base, says Danny Borden. I'm sure you've been snaffling some of them up in spoons. There's sausages, all different types of sausage in spoons. You can score in spoons, that's for sure. Yes, MVG, what's good, brother? Hey up, crew. What is this? Started streaming 35 minutes ago. Nonsense. I'm a late night man myself. I know, MVG, I can't win for fucking losing, can I? And then everybody's in. Everybody agrees. Don't know what that yep's about, Danny Borden, but I know, and you know it, and I know it. I know it's good. Southie, Harry getting big ups, and then it ends up being a Geldart and a Joseph, and then in the Naka. And then in the Naka's team place. We don't need to rush him. I agree. I agree. 78 RPM. I like that we are going young in our under 21s. If you are 19, 20 and still there, you should be sold as you are average at best. There will be the odd case where there is a late bloomer, but we seem to do it with every single one of them, don't we? I mean, like, what is Geldart doing? What is Greenwood doing? We hung on to them for too long, and they're decent players. I actually are, genuinely. But I just think, like, fucking hell, I really pushed that out, didn't I? I did it again then. Ed's gone. I'm going to have to say it again, though, but I'll say it a bit quieter. Like Chelsea. I'll put myself off now. Chelsea, I know it's a different level, but they were selling players, weren't they? Salah, De Bruyne, and then everybody goes, oh, you've missed the boat. Oh, my God, they let this player go, We get really hepped up in Cresswell going and having a good game for under-21s in England. And then going, oh, my God, he's played well in a fucking international for under-21s. It's like, we should be doing this. I think there's a short window as a footballer to actually prove that it's your club, that you're going to perform for the club. And maybe, if not, it's just time to be moved on. Like, it should be on a bit of a conveyor belt. And some of them you get right, some of them you get wrong. But I don't think it's a get right and get wrong thing. I think you can get it wrong by getting it right at the time. So then later on down the line, people go, oh, well, he's fucking mint. It's like, well, yeah, but he needed to go out to Germany and play for Werder Bremen for 5 years to become brilliant and then come back to England. And now he's a beast. But when Chelsea were winning Premier Leagues, they couldn't hang on to players like De Bruyne. Well, they could hang on to players like De Bruyne, but it's like he needs to go play football. He probably won't want to come back. We've signed him too early. They were laughing at when Liverpool signed Salah, they were laughing. Not so much Salah, but I know De Bruyne was being laughed at. And on Soccer Saturday, they were all literally taking piss out at signing. Ended up being the best midfielder in the world. One of the best midfielders I've ever seen in my whole life. So what But does that mean Jose Mourinho were wrong? Even though Jose Mourinho claims he said, "Do not let this man go." But Mandingo. But do you catch my feels? Are they in the plums there? Deep down in the plums. I think we need to get rid of this poll, don't we, guys? 47 votes, 69 likes. What a sexy number, guys. We've got 57 in room, 69 likes. I'm reluctant to knock it off 69, but if you want me to stay for a little bit longer, if we've got to get it off that number, or I'm going to be running around house. I don't know why I'm been running around house, but for different reasons. When I get excited, I just start. I'm like Forrest Gump. BMG, I think it's harder for Harry as a striker to compete in the senior squad than Archie at right back or midfield. Much harder. 100% BMG, and you know it. It's a piece of piss at right back in comparison to playing up top. Funnily enough, Harry Gray would have been better off being a right back. I mean, he wouldn't have got in the side in the Prem, but he would have probably got in the side in the Championship last year. I know we had Bogle, but we maybe wouldn't have bothered signing Bogle. Or do you know what I'm saying? We would have gone with Byram and Gray. You know, I don't know. It's hard work being somebody up top. You got to think of some of the best footballers we've had. You know, they all start as when you're a youngster. If I'd have known this as a kid, you start as a striker, end up on wing, go into centre mid, then you end up a centre back. If somebody had just told me that, it's just like, you're actually pretty decent. Why don't you go play centre back and get really good at it? That'd probably be a good shout, wouldn't it? I mean, I've seen Carragher, you know, volleying it in top bins, you know, in training and that. It's like they're all excellent footballers, but you've got to sort of know where you're at and go, well, you're actually decent and you're quite creative, but you're not creative enough to be at the elite level. So why don't you just try being a decent centre back? I actually think there's a proper. I think that is the means to the end. Nobody do it how we does it. Wagwan Piglet. My eyes, Master Robin. Take it easy, Pat Dunn. Thank you for dropping in there, brother. Appreciate you as always, my man. The enigmatic badger. Southie, don't rush a Harry Badger. For fuck's sake, it's the Prem and people want him to be the god due to 3 goals. And it's crazy, isn't it, Southie? It's absolutely mental. Big shout out to War Piglet. Absolutely. We haven't seen War Piglet in chat for a while either, so it's good to have him back. Don't know whether he's been cheating on me or not, or whether he's just been laying low. Harry should be getting minutes as a late sub and ease him into the top flight soccer. We don't like the word soccer, but we can't be just giving people. It's not a charity. They even had to say that in the fucking presser, didn't they? They had to say, like, you know, I know it's not your. I can't remember the word they used. I'll catch it in 10 minutes when I catch up. Somebody will let me know the word they used. But it's not. I can't remember the word they used. But it's not a charity. It's not like. I can't fucking. You know it, and I know you guys know it. I feel like skipping to end. Every all's a go. Oh no. Jack, any luck getting a ticket for the Wolves game? 0, zilch, nada, none. Andy Rowe, no. Yes, MVG. I forgot I'd said that, to be fair. Bestiality comes naturally to me. It does, though. In the big book of JackCity quotes, I feel like that would be not a very long book. Probably be the only book I'd ever finish. Ayo, to be honest, I never thought about waking up to a clean, dirty, or getting a kiss from a badger. Hence, I can't vote, as it'll never happen. Ayo, just vote for what you wish, man. Vote for what you believe in. Vote for what you'd want. Andy, he says he's got the receipts, hasn't he, Joe? That's like the other half. You know, you get them stupid books where, like, one side's this way up and then you flip it around the other way, spin it over, and then it's a new book the other side. Just like, I can't read as it is. You're already overcomplicating the book. I don't need any more shit to deal with. No. Fucking hell, I'm behind if we're just talking about Golden Boot. Although 1849 is not that bad. 10 minutes behind. Golden Boot / same for a manager then. We have given Farke a chance for winning Champo. Why not Peru, Peral, Parisli? I think Peru, Peral, Parisli is going to get his chance though, isn't he? But Farke's the man to make the decisions, isn't he? Danny Bowden just taking the dog or Benny for a walk. Probably catch up when I'm back. On and on and on. Get up, Danny Bowden. You've probably gone now, but shout out to your dog Benny as well. Not that you can hear me. Owen was 16 when he first came on Liverpool senior team. Yep. And we simply must admit that Harry Gray isn't as good as 16-year-old Michael Owen. All the girls in my class fancied Michael Owen. Bad times. Yeah, he's gone up in my estimation past couple of months, to be honest. It's just, I enjoyed the thing about defending when he said defending's easier than attacking, which it just is. And he said, I enjoyed the analogy of saying, if you asked me to build this house, I couldn't do it. But if you asked me to knock it down, he'd get rid of it, type of thing. And I've butchered the quote, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Oh, yes. Yes, JT. Unbelievable, Jeff. Can't believe I missed the start. JT, we've gone early. Have you seen Michael Owen's football TV show when he was celebrating smashing volleys in from 4 yards against 13-year-old keeper? Yes, I have, BMG. And that's one of the things that initially I thought it was a knob, and then the more I've heard about his competitive edge, I just thought, yeah, fucking smash him in. Because is it Southall? Is it Southall that was the keeper? And he's stood there. I feel like it's Southall, but again, I don't want to be a knobhead, but it's slightly before my time. It's not before my time. It's just hard to remember. Well, it's hard to remember fucking anything. I think it's Southall because he goes because he's trying to teach the keeper, isn't he? And he goes, oh yeah, well done, mate. It's a 13-year-old kid, and Owen just walks off, and you know it. Been at rugby, JT. Dr. Kuros, you normally only pop in at the end anyway, big man, so welcome. But you're more than welcome whenever. Is that right, Andy Rowe? Why have you been in hospital, JT? What's occurring? His knee. What's happened? What have I missed something here? Am I not in the knowledge of the knee? Easy, JT. Sort of rhymes. Easy, JT. G J E Z E J T E Z JT. Justin Arseripper Enar. Not in any order, because that suggests Justin's gonna arse rip into Enar. Hope you're all well, and Mark B. Had good chats back in the day. Hope you're all well too. Hope you're all wells there. That's how well he hopes you are, boys. That's what we love about Southie. He don't just hope you well. He hopes you well. Hope you're well. It's like, hope you're well. Hope you're well. I do hope you're well, though. And I also hope you're well. And I hope you're all well, Southie. And you know what I'm going to say, don't you? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. Well. Well? Are you well? I hope you're well. Well? I hope you're well. Well? I'm going to stop now. I think that's enough of that. BMG. When I said MVG, then you two do spaz me a bit with the names. It's too much. I feel like you're brothers. Although, is it BMG and MVG that used to bicker in chat? I can't remember who. I'm pretty sure was it. I can't remember who the arch number. Or was it 78 RPM that used to have a bit of a ding dong with somebody? That used to be quite funny. Anyway, if Joffy has a great season, do you think there's any chance that he has a future with us? No, BMG. That's what I mean. I think it's about capturing the moment with the player, and I don't want to go back over it because I feel like it might be spoke about later on. I don't know when I said it. So, you having an op on it? JT. Fucking hell. I'm going to set up a stall outside my house and, you know, like kids do when they sell slush puppies and that. Hadouken! That brings back some right memories, that. Finish him! That sounded more like fucking X Factor voice, didn't it? But eggs is eggs. Yes, pal. ECG, bloods and rest of stuff. Fucking hell, JT. Are you going full bionic? Has the Dutty Badger fallen off? The Dutty Badger's fallen off. We're going to have to get rid of that. We're going to have to stop the fucking, not the live stream. Clean's won, which I think is a real shame. I think it's a real shame that Clean's won. And I think if we had a revote, I think people would change their damn mind. I didn't express enough. I didn't express myself enough, I don't think. I should have done, like, you know, although, no, we've just got to go honest. We've just got to be real over here, haven't we? Just got to go with it. Don't worry about the piles. Piles next Wednesday, says JT. He now getting the love he so rightfully deserves. 12 weeks off work. Don't be sad about that, JT. Just fucking get your leg up and over, in and on and over. And don't be in a rush to get back, big lad, if you're having a fucking op, because I know what you boys are like. And it'll be like, oh, I'm bored, get me back to work. It's like, enjoy the 12 weeks, big man, best you can. And enjoy the process. Get the knee back to, you know, don't be rushing back, big man. Genuinely, I actually mean that. Fuck them. The shall fonts. It's getting Googled. I don't Google that, but I feel like it might just be a band. What is shall fonts? Oh, it's piles in Cockney slang, you fucker. Farmer Giles, piles, right. I'm with it now. If I'd have seen that first, Andrew McCoy, I wouldn't have had to fucking Google it. There's oversharing going on in this chat now, boys. He's been smooching with Clive. I thought you were walking dog, Danny Borden. I don't know what that means. Clive, chive, dive, staying alive. Boys, stop being so crass. Stop being so crass. Oh, he's going now, Danny Borden. Right, Doggo and Bifter back in a sec. Just slightly changed the parameters on it. The dog, he's been rolling a Bifter on it. That's what it is. Now he's off to go walk the dog. It's like, oh, nearly set off out of the Bifter. The piles is an Andy pal. He's a lie, Andy. It was a joke from last week, having an e-op. I can't remember that, JT. I'm so sorry, dude. Did you say it last week that you haven't an e-op? I might have just got bogged down with piles. Childish. Now, can I tell you something that I found childish today? Now, let me catch up, then remind me about, and it's not funny, but I feel like there's two things I have to tell you about my day today, so please do remind me. But I need to catch up, because I might go off on a tangent with this story, and it's a shit story, but I'm losing time. I need to catch up. Carl Pearson. I think if we are in a strong lead position, Harry can have minutes. I think, genuinely, dude, if on that line, which I'm up for, that comes later, doesn't it? I think you can start having a look at players when we're 20 games in, and if we are actually like home and dry, you can start experimenting a little bit, can't you? Maybe playing a little more open and more with players more expansive or whatever, switching formations, having a look at the next season. You know, what do we need? What do we want to do? I don't think you do that to the unbelievable nth degree, because then Farke will lose his job again if we get beat 8 times on bounce. But if he can have a better look, right now we need to set up how we're setting up, in my opinion, and have a look where we're at 10 games. I also have to stipulate this, and this is going to put me behind on the chat, so sorry, boys, and Bob and Mimi. I said on Joe's channel the other day on the post match on his final word, I said that we need to give it time and we need to wait for 10 games in. And it's been either misconstrued or everybody's just been a dick slap to me in the chat. And it's the nature of the beast. I normally don't click on it because I just get so much abuse on Joe's channel, to be fair. And I'm here for it. I'm up for it. But I didn't mean we need to just aimlessly wait watching games like that, wait for 10 games in. My point I was trying to make is if we don't, the information gathered 10 games in is what I am waiting for. The first thing I said was, I never wish away football games or try not to wish my life away. And I never get excited about holidays or whatever. I enjoy the build up to things. So I don't want to wish to be 10 games in. My point is, when we get to 10 games, we'll know if we've got a problem. That's all I was trying to say. If we're 5 games in and we've only scored 1 goal, there's a problem. If we get 3 goals on Saturday, has the problem gone? No, you'll still moan. So, and this isn't at you, by the way, Carl Pearson. I've just gone off on a tangent. Just want to try and make my point. You can moan about it as much as you want. My point being, there isn't enough data for my brain to instantly go to, we can't create enough chances, we can't score goals. We have to be more clinical. So we need to get some goals at the weekend. If we get 1 goal at the weekend, does it mean we're not creating chances? I don't know. 1 goal is enough. I don't know. 10 games in, we're going to know whether we've got a genuine problem going forward, as in getting forward, creating chances. Right now, we are working our way into it. Everyone says, you can't give it time. Time is something we haven't got. It's like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I need a span of time before I can say, right, we have a proper issue. I think there's an issue creatively. I think we're struggling to create clean-cut chances. We've not had any one-on-one through on goal, which I might add doesn't really happen in the Premier League anyway. You know, it's very rare that you get, eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Very rare that happens in the Championship, never mind the Premier League. I've gone off on a right tangent there, so apologies. And the idea was to catch up on the chat. And now I'm going to end up coming back to this. But I just had to stipulate, had to put down what I was trying to pick up at the time. It's sometimes hard on Joe's because you're talking and it's like you've got something to say, but because it's in chat, you don't. And then, like, obviously, which is mint, but there's 4 of us normally, so it's like there's not always a response to something that you said, so you can't get your point across. Because, like, if I talk to just Joe, ironically, it's called Just Joe, but if I talk to just Joe, Lockie, or Luke, or any of my mates, my brothers, there's a back and forth. So you'll say something, and then there's a response to it. So you go, yeah, and then your point molds as it gets to the end, or I like to think mine does. I just say what I think and then go, I'm not trying to say the perfect thing, if you know what I mean. I'm just trying to say what I think. I'm doing my best to get to the end of the conversation. It's normally a conversation, do you know what I mean? But sometimes it just gets moved on, which is Joe does brilliantly. You can't just ponder over, like, I'm not asking him to fucking dissect what I've said. But what I didn't say was, we just need to give it time. We just need to wait till 10 games before anybody can criticise the players. Like, no, if one of them has a stinking performance at the weekend, they're going to get criticised. My point being, I don't need to do my point. I've made my point, I feel. I need to catch up on these fucking comments, bollocks. Every time, and you know it. And you know it. Oh, I fucking forgot we were on about piles. Me too, mate. I second that, and I'm sure the chat thirds, fourths, fifths, sixths, sevenths, eighths, ninths. I'm not going to count all the way to 15, but that's how many are in the room. But I'm sure you can appreciate why I'm not going to count to 50. Just because I don't think it's that entertaining. And we're not here to entertain necessarily, but we're also not here to count to 50. And I think I probably could have counted to 50 by the time I finished this. But just shout out to Ina, basically. I think that's what we're trying to say, innit? Fucking hell, snip. Scares me, that. Scared they'll get it wrong, and well, not now. I'm going to move on. I've seen rectal exam, so I'm going to try and get away from this piles talk. Yes, Roller Blum, what you saying? Evening all, we fight again this weekend. I only see 3 points breakthrough game for DCL, 2-0 leads, DCL brace. Love it, Roller Blunt. I said at the start of the as scheduled underlap as opposed to the late underlap. 3 points. I'm here for it now. I've been banging on. I've let people get in my head about potential draw. And no. Fuck them. Kick a dog while it's down. Let's go do Wolves. Let's go do Wolves. CH, have you ever been in the home end on an away day? No, I nearly did last year when we had, I might have been the year before when we were playing Middlesbrough. But I bottled it right. Well, my mate actually bottled it right at last minute. And it ended up being that mental game. So it was probably quite a good thing. My mate bottled it because I was getting tickets off Luke. And Luke put in a text. So I said, do you reckon we'll be all right? And Luke just put, can you fight a bit? And then my mate bottled it. I just thought, oh, fuck it. If you end up getting pummeled, you get pummeled. I'll take the beat down. But it ended up being that mental game. I think they scored in the last minute, or there were just tons of goals. So I bottled it. Premature. Going early bird. Moving it on. Rollerball, I do think you should get a poll going for time we start, because I do prefer the 9:30 slot. I know, Roller Blunt, we need to be more consistent with it, don't we? Let's have it right. Fuck it, should we do a poll? Every time I say poll, I just think of like either the place, starting time, preferred. Does preferred have 2 hours? It must do. Preferred starting time 8, 9, 9:30. We've got to keep it moving, keep it grooving. Also, you know, we can go on later, can't we? Because like we've been an hour and 15, and with the earlier start, you know, if we're ripe and ready and the conversation's flowing, we can keep it moving, can't we? Although the piss stops will panic people, and we lose them all. Especially Begol in the wings. I don't think he'd have started him anyway, to be honest. I think he's going to line up exactly the same as he did last week. So I think he'll go. So you are getting the love there, to be fair, with the late night starts. Got to the pub early. You just got to treat it like, you know, like, what fucking hell, you already in booze already? Fucking hell, then that's when you get a rush on, innit? And you get fucking sprayed up. Looking for it. Out for it. BMG, I went to the Chelsea away game with a Chelsea fan the year after we won the league. Shit game, lost 1-0. It was hideous. I thought that story at BMG might have ended in a little bit more like violence or scary, but unfortunately we just got beat and it was hideous. So yeah. Andy Rowe, these receipts don't exist, do they? Let's have it right. Dr. Curious, I see/hear it all, mate. Usually have a chuck whilst listening. Love it, Dr. Curious. Are you a bit of a... My mate's playing next Sunday. I think it might be this Sunday, or I'm hoping it's next Sunday in Halifax. I don't know where you live, Dr. Curious, but I'm half tempted to go with him. He plays in Super League. It's quite a good standard. I might just go with him. I'm not going to obviously have a chuck myself, but I'll go get blasted. Of that, there's no doubt. I'm assuming that's Piles related. BMG, I was fairly sure he'd play Nonto on the right, but if he's out, it will be Aronson again. I agree. I think that might be his away game strategy, to be brutally honest. AO says, on the injury front, if DCL gets a knock and is out for a few games, do we start panicking? It ain't good if DCL gets injured, is it? It ain't good. But I do think the Metro can do the job up there. I actually like Mecha more than DCL in my head because Mecha's more. I don't want to go back down the centre forward and striker route. We did that on Just Joe's show, and I got called a dinosaur. But I prefer players like Mecha to watch. But ultimately, DCL is a lot more of a threatening striker. So I do think we need DCL. MVG must not have been you boys. Must not have been you boys. Joe Depp goes with Peru. Sean Rooney, my guy. Thank you very much, big man. You're a constant super chatter, man. Honestly, you're an absolute ledge. As you all are, guys. It's not there's no hierarchy, but obviously, you know, there kind of is when you putting money in the thing, it seems like. But I ain't no hooker, Sean Rooney, and you know it, and you know it. I ain't putting my panties down for nobody. Well, I am, but it's not for money. Well, I might do it for money. Not for you. I hope this is a shout out you required, Sean Rooney. My guy. Thank you, Sean Rooney. Shout out to Sean Rooney, War Piglet. Shout out to Sean Rooney and War Piglet. The boyos. Oh, it went on for ages, the argument. It went on for ages. It were hard to even keep up with. And then everybody in the chat was just like, I don't even know what you're on about. I'm sure it was 78 RPM and BMG. I'm sure it was. I don't remember that either, 78 RPM. Okay. Yes. War Piglet and Sean Rooney certainly are legends, Ena. There's many in here, as we know. It's like 1, 2, 3. MVG, legendary. Nice reference, BMG, but Jack won't get it. No, I didn't. Is that the reference? I don't know what. Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't know. I didn't get it. MVG. I've lost it. You should have had a Dutty Hedgehog bet. You would have felt a prick or two. I only sit on hedgehogs. As you know, bestiality comes natural to me. And although that's not, I suppose anything sexual if it's arousing. And sitting on a Dutty Hedgehog, that's how I get my that's how I get my chalfonts, funnily enough. Oh, fuck a duck. Has Peru's been written off early? Who's saying he's getting bullied off the ball? A brace against Wolves will silence the doubters. Look at Andy Rowe, fucking being positive. Fucking hell, Andy Rowe. You honestly. Swings and roundabouts, Andy. You keep us on the tippies of our toes, don't you? Tippy toes. Don't worry, Jack. I'm in 12 weeks, pal. I've got expert. Good lad, JT. That's what I'm saying. Don't fuck about. COD, Fortnite. I've only watched Nippers play Fortnite. I do like COD though, but I'm not a gamer. To be honest, I am when I play, and that sounds ridiculous, but I'm like fully absorbed in it. Similar to the series and the movies, guys. I can't do it prolonged amount of time till I'm like, oh, I feel like I could be doing like, I feel like I should be making a track or I should be trying to do something. I don't mean like do something. I mean like I need to be on my laptop all the time, and I think that I'm just fucking like, I can be mid wank and think I need to be making a track here. Right, good, JT. I'm glad. I am glad. Noted. Jack, Andy do a Grand Reserve equivalent. It's Rossini 660ml, apparently very close in taste. No, Andy Rowe, thank you for letting me know, but no. My mate got me the Aldi. I've told you before, but he got me the Aldi version Stella Artois, and I have never, ever, 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 ever had a hangover like it in my whole life. So no, I'm definitely not drinking something twice the strength of that fucking shite he gave me. My lord, lordy lord, did I have an headache? No way. No way, and you know it. I know what you're up to and you know it. I need to catch up, BMG. Remind me again in a bit. But thank you, BMG, by the way, for the reminder. The MF. Hey, how many injuries can we sustain to our first team before start panicking? As I think Premier League are going to in with every tackle to try to take us out to fuck our season up. I don't think anybody's. Unfortunately, I don't think we're at that level. Hey, or anybody's trying to fuck our season up, but it's critical injuries at the wrong time, and that's what fucks you. We're actually riding the wave all right at the minute. You love the controversial comment of the day, and you will come up with another one. You know it. Mr. Whitesnake, we've not seen yet, have we, more Piglet? Mr. Whitesnake, has thy pick been kissed by a fairy? Should be in the book of quotes. I don't remember that. Jack, have more views been substantially down on your channel? YouTube have changed things around. The big hitters had a couple of sleepless nights. Is that true, Andy Rokes? That's interesting. Because, yeah, I've taken a bit of a hit over the past couple of days, but we just roll with it, don't we? You gotta roll with it. You gotta take your time. That's interesting. It just, to be honest, I don't try second guess it. Some people fucking like look into it and like try and understand what's going on. I can't be asked doing that, honestly. I'd rather it be busy and boisterous and, you know, views flying in left, right, and centre. But ultimately, there's no judgment in this room. The badger don't judge, so judge. I'm so far behind. Do you reckon Solanum? Farke's teams notoriously start slow, so 10 games in is when we pull away. Sadly, at that time, the anti-fans will go mute. Exactly 78 RPMs. Wonderfully put. I feel a little. I feel potentially a little bit sometimes. I like Joe dearly, so I don't want to go on his show and just be a, you know, the West Coast warlord or a wanker on there. So I just sort of let everybody have the day in the sun. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit more subdued on there. I don't know, but I'm not one to try and steal the. I don't know. I also don't want to go on there and argue. You know, it's not the fucking Piers Morgan show. I'm not on about any lads, by the way, because there's no really to argue with them about. But yeah, I don't know. I was in a bit of a mood when I went on Joe's last time, I felt. And Joe fucking wrapped me up into an argument about the centre forward and strikers thing. And then I was going to watch it back just to actually see what it was like. I thought, I clicked on it and I read a couple of comments. I just thought, oh, don't fucking watch it, Jack. It's awful watching it back, boys. Bob and Mimi. Aiden and debating. If we don't score against Wolves and Burnley, then it's time to be concerned. Agreed. 3 more games, then international. No, fucking, I hate it, me. I love Joe, but the arsats in his chat boil my piss. The arsats. Solanum, it was getting a bit heated the other night, wasn't it? It did go a bit. It was quite funny. Anthony Calorie, Wilson always said it takes 10 games for new players and teams settle down and find the rhythm. Wilson. Don't feel for me, brother. Hit them likes, JT. Get up. We'll take it, MVG. It's a fucking mad world when your boys are on the same one. In my opinion, Joe has a habit of getting way too confrontational when people disagree with him. I love it, though, BMG. I think he should do. His mama never raised no dummy. And my mama never raised no dummy. Joe's a boy. Danny Bowden, we're back. Benny says Daniel Farke's Barmy Army controversial. Get up. CH Don't be the new BMG. He pops up. He springs up when he's needed. Martin Bazant, welcome. I thought you spoke well the other night on Joe. It is the 2/3 a brand new front three. It is 2/3 a brand new front three. Give them time. And if we are no better in a few weeks, then we start to get twitchy. I don't know what the 2/3 a brand new front three means, man, but thank you, dude. I tried my best. And then they changed the goalposts on me, didn't they? Started banging on about Peru Parisley. Oh, why are we talking about him? That's not how you engaged me with this. Then just went, change the goalpost, shut him up. I was like, fuck, now I don't know what I'm saying. Dragged me into a different conversation here. It's that bastard Luke. Luke knows what he's doing with it. I reckon he sent a private message to Joe saying, mention Peru. Fucking, that looks a bit weird, didn't it? Got my fingers there. That's weird, isn't it? Oh, that's horrible. Awful. 78 RPM, I'm so far behind. I was planned on catching up. I've ended up further behind. I think you should send the badger to secretarial school. It could then monitor the chat for you. Again, she's too obedient. She'd just follow my lead. Follow my leader. Mick McCarthy, I'm not going over there to entertain anyone. It can't get any worse. It can't get any worse than this, can it, Mick? It can. Justice for BMG's funny comment. We'll never know. Dale Hodgson, welcome, brother. Hi, mate. Hope you're good. Great show. What's your predictions for the Wolves game? I've gone, as I said, from just taking a draw. I'm all in on the victory now, mate. So I reckon they'll score. So it'll have to be 2-1 towards 3 BMG. Slightly disappointed that he skipped my rectal exam gag. I couldn't take any more sphincter jokes. We'll refind it. We'll refind it. None to out Saturday, says Arthur. Well, welcome, by the way, Bushby. Here it is. I won't be able to find it now, you bastards. So if I get anywhere near, if I catch up by anywhere near necessary, I will go back. First away game in the home end was at Forest when Brian Roy and Stan Collymore bummed us dry. Stan Collymore, talented man, wasn't he? Yeah, they're both a doubt, aren't they? 2-0 now, which I'm sure you've got to be fair, JT. That's how far behind I am, but just had a little look. Doku and Erling Haaland, whoever that Erling Haaland guy is. Why isn't 2:30 in the morning an option? To be fair, I'd go late, well live. I'd go live well late, but it's never on the cards. 8:30 Badger on a pole. We never had the option. Roller Blunt, absolute boyo, you and Mimi. I know you roll together, so Roller Blunt. Thank you, guys. Fucking totally necessary. Very kind. From Leeds, 1999-2000 Champions League semi-final squad. Who would you drop into today's 11 versus Wolves, and which current players would you take out from Mimi too? Fucking hell, man. Probably all of. So let's change the parameters a bit. Let's have a look here. What the Leeds Champions League semi-final squad. Because this is when we drew 0-0, but because obviously we got dicked, didn't we, the fucking week after or 2 weeks after, whatever it was. We need to change the parameters a little bit. I don't know why Ferdinand's in over Nigel Martin. Rest assured, Ferdinand was not in net. I mean, the fucking bench, you'd have to say, apart from maybe Jacob Burns. I mean, I liked McPhail, but maybe McPhail. You take Wilcox, you take Backer, I'd take Robinson over fucking Peri Sauce. Woodgate, without a doubt. Kelly, I don't know, is Bogle better than Kelly? I don't know, that sounds outrageous, so rude. Bogle's my guy at the moment, so I can't help it. I mean, if Danny Mills is getting over Kelly, then maybe Bogle is the man. Let's change the parameters a bit, Roller Blunt. Let's make it more, not saucy, but I don't just want to pick every player, so... But I also can't get to the... I'd go... The wingers are in, aren't they, immediately? And I know nobody likes Kuhl anymore, but Kuhl and Boyer... I mean, it's a different formation, granted, but you could play Kuhl in 10 and really put Boyer, like, in Longstaff. Well, I'd go Anton Stack. So if I had to pick 3, I'll go with 3. Roller Blunt and Mimi. I'd go Boyer because I think he'd be able to play centre. I mean, he played centre mid a little bit anyway in his career, but I'd go Boyer in for Stack. I'd go Ampadu, Longstaff, Boyer. Then I'd go Kuhl wide left, drifting over into 10. And then you'd be hard pushed not to put Big Viduka up top, wouldn't you? And that's crazy because obviously you got like Ferdinand there and stuff, which is obviously was amazing. But we don't really need the stability at the back, do we? We seem quite good. So I would go Boyer, Kuhl, and Big Vidukes. Crazy them days, man. Fuck me. 0-0. I remember at home, I wasn't driving home. Well, I wasn't driving home. My dad was driving home, but I remember saying, like, 0-0, like, all right. And my dad was like, not quite there with me on the way home. And I was like, what? Like, obviously, because our nipper had been 10. So it's like, what's wrong? Is that, well, we've got to go to their place now, haven't we, and get a result. And they were just so mint, weren't they? Did they beat us 3-0? I think it was 3-0, wasn't it? They were just... Fucking hell. 2-1, but that's in a friendly from 2024. Yeah, 3-0. Yeah, mental night, that. And what's our starting lineup for that? Let's have a look here. Martin made his way in. It's strange, really, how we had Rio Ferdinand in net for home game, and then away game we put Martin in net, and that's when we ended up conceding. So make that what you will. I don't remember Smith getting sent off though. Fucking hell, that's mad. I really don't remember that. Pablo Aymar, do you remember him? Fucking hell, he's Simon Champ manager all the time. Didier Deschamps. Crazy. Remember Mendy fucking madness. So we had Martin in there, Art left back, Danny Mills right back, the dickhead. Will it be Matteo at centre back there, or will he have been in middle? Ferdinand, obviously centre back. It must have been Matteo left centre back, was it? I know he did play centre back, but he also did play in midfield for us quite a bit, didn't he? But it must have been Batty and Bakker. No. What formation did we used to play, boys? Have I got a fucking... Because Decor's in there as well, isn't he? And that's a 3, isn't it? Unless... Were Matteo playing fucking left wing? Not even joking. Because he was proper everywhere, wasn't he? Valencia versus Leeds United second leg. Oh, fuck off. I'm going to struggle here. Oh, no. Hang on. I can't find what I've got it down as. I'd be proper interested to see how we actually played that game. If anybody's got a link to that, I'd be all over it. See what formation we were playing. I know it'd have been 4-4-2, won't it? 'Cause it'd have been Smith and Viduka up top, won't it? But it's just interesting. I don't know whether we'll have had Matteo out wide left, Batty and Decor in middle, Bowyer on right. It can't have been. So Matteo centre back with Ferdinand, Bowyer wide right, Aricule wide left. But we didn't. That's the home game. That's different. That's different, isn't it? Oh, I'm dropping bollocks left, right, and centre here, but I enjoyed that. Thank you for that, Roller Blunt. Now I am astonishingly far behind. I'm an hour ahead and 2 in your winter, so early is better for me. Understood, BMG. We're keeping it real. Mimi, sending the husband the love that he so rightly deserves. Nonto was all over the training vid. Farke likes to pretend people are injured. It makes me think Nonto starts on Saturday. Mind games from Martin Bazant. We love it. Do you think DCL scores? Do you think he will kick off? I think DCL fit gets us 9 to 12 goals this season. Barca are 1-0 up. We're hoping. One of my mates is a big Newcastle fan, so we're hoping they did all right tonight. Oh, we're 2-0 up now. Fucking Rashford, we both. You know, I'll put him on map a bit, won't it? We'll never end of it now. I've gone. Monty Python, yeah. Again, it's funny, I'm sure, but I couldn't do it, man. Could not do it. Bit of a beast on COD, lol. I won't lie. If you ever fancy a game, feel free to add the PSN, bro. I need to get my son an up-to-date PlayStation, and then I'd really get balls deep. Thank you, BMG. I'm so far behind. Spill it, you never catch up. I need a slash, guys. Hit that notification bell. Get up, War Piglet. 82 likes. Appreciate each and every which one he is. You well know. I'm gonna get to the. I'm gonna try catch up, guys. I'm so sorry. No, I can't, Martin Bazant. They're the same thing, aren't they? That's literally. I wish I'd have fucking said that at the time. It's the same thing. That is right, Martin Bazant. Yes, I can explain the difference between them two things, MVG, and you know it. Do you deny that they're not different things? They are, though, aren't they, man? They really are. We are only allowed to be positive on YouTubers and their partners. Even light-hearted banter is frowned upon. It's not frowned upon over here, Andy Rowe. You know that. If you don't know that by now, you never knew. Oof, BMG. An argument would be between two people, and a contradiction would just be when you contradict yourself, wouldn't it? You're a lizard, Harry. Oh, Mark Newell. Thank you, dude. What an absolute ledge. You boys and Mimi are mental, and Bob. Thank you, Mark Newell. Thank you. Shout out to War Piglet, Sean Rooney, Roller Blunt and Mimi and Mark Newell. You're absolute, honestly, legends. I can't remember. I'm not sure. That might be due to the... I went for my tonsils out and it went badly wrong because they wheeled the trolley in the wrong way around. Nope. If we say just 3 players, 4 Robinson, Viduka and Smith. For me, Robinson, Viduka and Smith. I think we could get away with Robinson right now for where we're at. But I wouldn't begrudge Smith either, even obviously how he ended. Eric. Dissing Voldemort. What have you done with our Andy Rowe? Is he dissing Voldemort? Yeah, just seen Anthony Keller and Madness. Boyer and Viduka, yeah, it is for me. Harrison on left, not him. Yes, Rich Sullivan, what's good? Wolves are a serious dog shit 2-0 win. DCL and Okafor to score. Love it, Rich Sullivan. Viduka, Boyer, Martin. Viduka says Dan Treby. I knew this was a good question, this Roller Blunt. Bang on. That Champions League squad was a totally different level to the current squad. It would not be in a relegation fight or scared of piss pot teams like Bournemouth or Spurs. Just saying. The only thing is it sort of that team did also sort of end up in a relegation battle, didn't it? That's the madness of it. But I take your point. Dale Hodgson, there was the great days, my G. Certainly was, man. Woodgate, Smith and Boyer for Amps, Longstiff and Tanaka. Woodgate was a hell of a player, wasn't he? But he was on bench in that, to be fair. Woodgate were blighted by injury problems, wasn't it? It's diabolical. That's a defo top half team with if you swap Viduka and Smith for Metcher and Peru and Obs Mez for Robinson. 3-0. Fucking hell. To Barca, or it's not saying it here. Squad was a lot different in second leg. Boy, Batty Viduka dream team. Ref robbed us. I've nearly caught up here. I did love growing up with that squad though. It was mental, man. I never thought it'd be any different. I always thought we'd be in and around it. Into past Dale, my old mucker. Into fucking past. It's a tragedy. I think that was when Boy got banned. That's when he had best season of his life, wasn't it? 4-4-2, 4-5-2. Batty was deep mid, don't start that, Dale. Goonies. You could also do a catch-up show. But then the show'd never end, would it? It'd be catching up for the catch-up. Let's catch up. BMG, I've nearly caught up on the catch-up. Thank you, because I actually forgot about them two things. I think around 2001 Ellen Road, Leeds 3-3, Lazio, I put £10 on 3 all draw. Get up, Andy Rowe, 80-1. Behave. Fucking loving that. Nemetra can apparently play wide. I believe so. I actually think it's half decent shout if you can get him fit. On right wing. I'd be down for that. He works well hard. He throws himself about a bit and all. Yes, Richard Todd. Evening, Jack. Just hopping in. It's 4-3-3, not a 5-4-5-1. And Farke concentrating on defending with our wingers as previous games. I love the 4-3-3, man. So, and you know it. BMG, just so you know, if we mention arguments, we're probably just referring to Monty Python. You're all diddling me, aren't you? You're all diddling me. Seeing as 8 and 9 p.m. are leading in the polls, it's settled. The underlap should start at 8:30. The compromise, where are we at with it? 8's dicked it, though. 8's the Formula A. I think I'll stop trying to crack you. No, BMG, never. You never let up. You never let up, my man. That seems unfair to me, Andy. Eric Backer, sorry, dude, yeah. Backer was a boyo, wasn't he? Minting. I remember for some reason this always stuck out in me as a kid. He got hit in knackers at a home game, like really bad, and he was like down for about a minute, and he just got hit in knackers with ball, and he were like wincing about for like 10 minutes afterwards. I do think it quite literally got him in the nads. Boy was my favourite and still is my favourite ever Leeds player, man. I fucking loved him. MVG, my dude. When will it end? Absolute Santa Claus. Thank you, MVG. Shout out to War Piglet, Sean Rooney, Roller Blunt, Mark Newell, and my man MVG. Absolute warlords all here. Legendary 123, MVG. Jay's not lurking in the wings, Ena. Not like you, mate. Yes, Dan Treby. Can I tell you something, Dan Treby? Apologies for being late. Been on a work do. Don't apologise for being on work do. Did you snaffle all up, big lad? There's always something occurs on a work do, isn't there? There's always some errors made on a work do. Unless you work with blokes, and then it's obviously a different type of errors made. But still errors made on a works do, isn't there? It's like everybody's ready for it and everybody loosens up. Feed the geese. The geese will score. Every time I see your name, Dan Treby, I always think of thank you, Treeball. I used to love that advert. And I know it's probably frustrated you, that, but treat it as a good thing, because it's every time I see it, I think fondly of that advert. Thank you, Treeball. So it makes me think fondly of you, Dan Treby. So I've got like an image of you in my mind now, and even though I know you're not a mint, but you are mint, and you know it, and you know it. Got some big hitters there. We didn't half, presuming you're on about the squad. BMG, if you go for your tonsils out, they wheel you in head first. If they wheel you in the other way, oh, my Lord. Is that how they actually get your tonsils out? It's either the tonsils or the testisticles. Is that what you're telling me? And roll a blunt. It's what he deserves. It's nice when the actual people in the chat get them. We've discussed this before. Still not seen Ming for a bit, have we, boys? Although he did comment of the week. So MVG, he's the modern day Santa Claus. BMG says it would go on in perpetuity if you did a catch up. See, if I hadn't read perpetuity, just said it right. When I read it, I can't say it. If I say, see, now I'm reading it in my head, genuinely, because I got it right at one point then, didn't I? Perpetuity. Because I stopped reading it. The mind's a mental thing. Jack, I can't resist tonsils out rotation of table bollocks removed. Do you get it now? Well, I'd worked it out before you'd so bluntly put it to me, Andy Rowe, but I appreciate you, as you well know anyway, so you dirty bastard. You dirty bastard, you. Oh, you rotten set of bastards. Oh, you rotten set of bastards. I literally grew up with the Bremner squad. New kids think time flies. 78 RPM. My guy. Dale Hodgson, sorry to ask this. I am trying to smash a like. We all should, because you are great work. Thank you very much, Dale Hodgson. Smash a like for us, man. I fully appreciate you. 78 RPM, who's your fit? I don't know whether BMG is trying to ignite that argument that I believe you had. Byram is a backer regen. Oh, Backer was amazing. Should we gamble with Bogle on the wing and James Justin at right back? I mean, fucking Bogle's my Messi, so. But no. But as mad as that may. I mean, Bogle's a right winger, isn't he? Time's gone by in another life. Batter Boy and Smudger for me, and an honorary mention, Yeboah. Get up. You take Yeboah now, won't you? Just for all we've got is long range efforts, and my guy, as we all know, and you know it, my guy was good at them long range efforts, wasn't he? BMG would be surprised if we went with Bogle on wing. As to be Billy, as he was, why I started supporting Leeds was only a Rangers fan before. Intriguing. RPM. Alan Smith for me, he cried right in front of me at the last home game and we got relegated. Proper knob on the pitch, loved Leeds, and yeah, he went to scum, but that was only because he was offering the most dough. And ultimately, I think if that happens now, roller blunt, I think everybody's a bit more relaxed about it, aren't they? 49ers everywhere for RPM here, yeah. Madeleine was not talked about enough. Class act. Einar Bakker has a massive head. Looks like Looks like the guys on Easterland always gave his all, top guy. Yeah, he was mint in air as well, wasn't he, with that big dumpster head. He used to have that touch on chest. I love it when a player's got, I don't want to call him Fellaini, but when they've got a mint touch on chest, I love it when the player brings it down. And Fellaini was a fucking joke on bringing it down on his chest, wasn't he? People would be going up for header and he'd be bringing it down on his chest. It was nuts. You're not letting anybody down, Mark Bradley. Go get it done, mate. Go get it done, Mark Bradley. We love it. 2-1. 90th minute, Anthony Gordon. I don't even know what that means. Thinking of entering the Lord Bamford. If he's available, but he's got a B at, hasn't he? Don't know, Jeff. Has a Jeff? PMG, you're right there with me. Holding on to them receipts like Andy Rowe thinks he does. Dirty Badger. Tony. Whack. I need a piss, boys and girls and Bob. And Mimi, rather. Ian Baird was a legend just from when he came to our player of the season doing hammered through up in car park. You can't beat it. Yes, JT, hit them likes. Smudgy gave 2 mil of signing on fee to Leeds. Yeah, do you reckon that's true? Fucking LMVG. There's literally no point me answering that. I'd have to go. I think it'll be. I've no idea. I've absolutely no idea. I'd have to have a think. I don't know if I've got time. BMG, I'm absolutely busting for a slash. At the moment, I'm exactly Mimi. At the moment, I'll be going live, Roller Blunt, unless I can find it 2 tickets in next. Obviously, 24 hours. 24 hours getting on for, just 24 hours. I can't. He said without Googling, Ina, I can't do it. I feel like I know that's the madness of it. But now I will be live here. Every time you say Bob, I just get the Mr. Bean video in my head. I've not seen the Bob, Mr. Bean. Bob's Wendy, who we've not seen Wendy on the channel for a bit. I don't know if Bob's been banned or something. But I met Bob, didn't I, at the game, and it was a woman called Wendy, which was quite surreal. Jack the Peacock is named. Has it really? I didn't know. I did not know that. Ask Jeeves. That's where we're at in it, Ina. I'm going to have to. Because, nobody do it how he does it. But I'd put something else on. But the joke is they'll get copyright struck. And it's my fucking track. That's the way of the world now. I'll BRB, as we all know. If you don't know by now, you never knew. Yeah, allow me to fuck up all my exes. Nexus, I'm about to kick this motherfucking bitch quicker than my exes. I'm sexist. Best mixed Toyota with the Lexus. I'm restless. I need to kick this shit before it festers. My life's surrounded by 1,000 things just there to test us, just to rest us. My skin's thicker than a bulletproof vest is.
I'm invested, the best I'm suggested, the rest can't contest it. Wish I could get up and kick it all the way down to Texas. I'm reckless, a mess in the mind, it's so congested. So pick your best bitch, I'm a wreck for the test it gives. I'm a chef when it comes to cooking messages. I'm the best shit straight from the chest. If it's a mess, then a test, I will record and put the shit to rest. Little lizards staying blessed, ragging into each and every single one. Another shit is so incest, I detest, I'm unimpressed. All I do is reinvest, all you do is back down and betch. I'm possessed, I could teach this bitch to fetch. I have never found myself not being correct. I'm a master of the game of shit is chess. Leave nothing for a guess, I confess. I'm a sucker for this motherfucking Smith and West. Career a jest, just one in the chamber, a willing Russian roulette. Only when it comes to culture, I would never place a serious bet. I slap this bitch up just to visit the vet. I grab this lizard just to feel the effect. This shit is physics or mechanics, I tech. I got a gallon of magnets and so these atoms I wreck. How do you flatten this set? Do you agree it's got to be impossible to disrespect? On another level and nobody really wanna step. Yeah, I'm butter on a beat, a butterfly in effect. I'm only high in a sense, I'm never lying, I'm cleansed. I'm only rhyming for friends. I'm only piping a piper just to frighten and upset. Never biting Mike Tyson, never sitting on the fence. I've heightened the tense, I'm never shy on the fence. I'm only writing for rent, finish line in sight, but I don't know where this shit ends. I'm politely inviting you, take your rights and just blend. I own the right to offend. If I'm a kite, then I'm high and tight till the motherfucking end.
Don't know why. Was it not showing my beautiful face then? But fuck it. Can you hear me again, guys? Schwally, 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 schwally. Oh my god, I feel so much more relaxed now. I got a little bit. Is Ask Jeeves still a thing? Let's have a look here. No. Do you know why Ask Jeeves isn't still a thing? Because it was shit. Oh my god, it's still a thing. Why? How many people are asking Jeeves something now? Who asks Jeeves something now? I was mental on it. I got thrown out of college for making an Ask Jeeves joke. It was so like tame. But I don't know if he did or not, to be fair, but yes, Mr. Whitesnake, what's going on? We're here for another 10 mins or so, big lad. We're finishing his beer. Yito. I don't know if I want the 2 stories now. I panic about my stories, don't I, when I realise that they're a bit shit. Polynesian. Oh, you've done me. This is where the island is, isn't it? Bastards, I forgot. I didn't know where Polynesian is. This is the piss track. It's the El Original. Thank you, Mimi. It's the El Original, isn't it? I should have gone with that BMG, yeah. Definitely should have settled there. Yes, Dale Hodgson, love it, brother. Mark Bradley, do not fear, big man. You donate enough for me, big man. So don't. I'm just delighted you're here while on the work deal, but you want to get stuck into whatever you can get stuck into. Does he play a different song for a dump? I don't have the timings down for the dump BMG because it can vary. You're now getting the lovey so right as there. So is Mr. Whitesnake, to be fair. Thank you, Mimi. I proper appreciate it. Take it easy, BMG. It was perfect, man. It was perfect. Thank you for being here. JT. Thank you, Mimi. There's no need. Roll a blunt. Let's get a number. Everyone, where do you all think we're realistically? 14th, I think. Aim for 11th, finish 10th. We've joked about it all pre-season, haven't we? But I think we'll finish 15th. It's not going the way I wanted it to go. I wanted us to stay 10th for 15, 20 games, and then end up in 15th. But I think there's a chance that we'll just keep picking up points and just nicely finish 15th, which you'd be a lunatic not to take that type of a season. That is a decent season. Tony Curry put his foot on the ball and said, "Shit off, you cunt," to my mate Fox's brother during a West Riding Cup match against Bradford City at Valley Parade. I love him so much. We won 5-1. Shit off, you cunt. Who's in charge? Me or the devil? Yahoo's still kicking, isn't it? Yahoo's fucking... My mum's still got a Yahoo. Can't believe it when she goes, "Oh, I can't get on me Yahoo." I'm like, fuck are you on about? Yahoo? Couldn't believe it. I typed into it, it's still a thing. I mean, they've even shammed out on the... I mean, that, you know, where's the guy gone? The only thing anybody were bothered about on Ask Jeeves was the guy, wasn't it? I enjoyed the guy. So I put, "Where's the guy gone?" I know I'm not talking to Jeeves, but yeah, I knew that wasn't going to work. Where's the Ask Jeeves guy gone? Probably working on his second project. Is this showing you what I'm on here? Because it does this to me, and then when I click on it, it don't fucking do it. You can get a t-shirt. Oh my God, might find a better way to spend a tenner. 21 quid. You can make that your send, couldn't you? That's the thing. The reason why I aren't paying 21 quid for it, why can't I scroll down this bag of shit website? The reason why I aren't paying 21 quid for that is that you could make that, you could get that printed yourself at fucking White Rose Centre for 10 quid. Why they're showing back of it, nobody will ever know. Maybe show back of her if she's a bit fitter, but look at that, how they've put fucking things over it so I can't steal that. I'm pretty sure if I Google last year, and then it's there anyway. So they've trod on it, haven't they? They've trod on it. Oh my God, I can't tell who's worse, the guy or the t-shirt. Unfortunately, and I feel for him, but I think it might be the guy. £29 3 What the fuck is Red Bubble? My lord. Mark Bradley. How are we getting on with leaderboard? I never know where leaderboard's at. War Piglet riding high on 850 XP. Oh shit, sorry Badger. You need not worry about the leaderboard, Mark Bradley. CFAX. I don't Google that. I never know what you lot are walking me into. Teletext. Is that teletexting still a thing? Surely. My actual butler is called Jeeve. My butler works with Lara Croft. That guy that used to jangle all things with, that used to walk around. That was the best thing ever. And then you'd met Lara Croft naked at end of game and she'd go, "I think you've seen enough." That was the gayest thing I've ever done. "I think you've seen enough." Good Lord. Johnny Jukes. Jack, where do you get your cannabis plants from? Same place you do, Andy. Unless you do get them. So it's not for me, is it? No herbal remedies. It's all in the ale for me ailments. Schwally. Story bait. Don't know what that means, but apparently Ask Jeeves gets 1.4 daily users. I presume you're either making a joke or you mean million, because if it's 1.5 people a day, although is that bad? I mean, I know it's terribly bad. It's terribly bad, isn't it? To be fair, that car. I mean, they're not putting a right lot of effort into it, though. I would say that. Do you break it off if coming to end of a track, Jack? No, it just seems to. I've never knew my piss length up until I started putting that song on in between, and it does just land perfectly. I mean, sometimes you got to push a bit, sometimes you got to rush. 17th, anything above that will be good. Yeah, but we can't aim for 17th, JT, can we? No, we cannot. 12 says A Stalks. Welcome, A Stalks, by the way. 10th to 14th, Fast Ripper, love it. Got any leeches for this? I do not know what you mean, Danny Bowden. Hey, it depends if we recruit well in January, but I'm sticking to my prediction we'll finish top 10. Top 10. Fuck, get up, hey, them goals are coming in, aren't they, with you, boy? Does anyone remember Jeeves and Wooster? Loved that show as a kid. I definitely don't know that, I don't think. Don't remember it, but I do know both of Hugh Laurie and Stephen Fry. Stephen Fry gets on my knocks a bit, I can't lie. Gets on my tits a bit. Mr. Whitesnake, finally saw a comment from you on the last vid with that Jack intro. Yeah, has he been cheating on you as well, Mr. Whitesnake? Is that what you're on about? Word paperclip. No way, man. Yes, Jules D. Word paperclip. What a wanker. What a wanker he was. And he didn't even help. Where's the paperclip or the dog? They're a thing on PC back in the day. Yes, you'd play with dog though. And the word paperclip, to be fair, he was a wanker. It'd annoy you, but you also brought him up, didn't you? It gave you a bit of entertainment, didn't he? When you needed him. When you were just up against it. And then at least you could play with paperclip while you're in lesson. And then I've lost my slipper. While you're in lesson, and then you'd teacher couldn't really say up to you. She'd be like, I'm fucking trying to correct my work, miss. It's like, yeah, well, why are you asking the paperclip how many boys he's bummed? Or how many other paperclips how many pieces of paper have you connected with? How do you get 1.4% of users? Who's 4% of a person? The math ain't mathing, is it, Mimi? To get his OIM and right winger next summer. Attacking midfielder. 10, number 10. Oh. Used to be able to book holidays on it and shit, didn't you? Everybody be on teletext booking fucking holidays. Sensational. Solenum. I'm 4% of a person, and so's my wife. So together, Ricky Gervais style or David Brent style, 8% is the melting pot. MVG, without looking it up, where do you think? I'm looking it up. I can't look it up because I can't fucking grab that, and I'm not typing that in. And I know the likelihood is you've either made that up or that's a mental place in the world. And my geography's getting better, guys. I've been driving all over the shop, and I've been in Somerset, I've been in Kent, I've been in fucking Bristol today, I've been in Dover. I'm travelled. I'm a well-travelled fella. Oh, forgot that one, Jules. Sorry. Love Lara Croft. I spent hours making her running towards to make them sexy noises. It was ace, wasn't it? Back in the days, we didn't have the graphic content that we now have. And you used to go, oh, oh, oh. She's doing a lot of backflips, isn't she? Like, are you going anywhere in this game? It was rock hard on it as well. I'm on about the fucking game before you start here, Jules D. But it was rock hard. That you used to have that fucking. You remember you'd buy that like £4 magazine that'd show you the walkthrough because you had to like go right. And now turn 3 times, like press the, before the analog days, it was like the 4 pointers on it, and it'd be like press 4 times, you go bit, 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 bit. Then it was like double jump, and she'd go, and then she'd land on a rock that you just cannot see. It was so like messed up, wasn't it? And when you used to get stuck on that, it was fucking horrible when you used to get stuck on that. And now games, although they're better to play in reality, because you probably get too frustrated, because you, as fun as it was, because the games were so expansive, weren't they, when Lara Croft came out? It was like the first of its kind. It was too much. It'd be too difficult now. Do you remember when Splinter Cell came out and it had sort of like, it had gone into a little bit more, things had made more sense, like gameplay had made more sense and you could get about. And then Splinter Cell came out and it was like, oh my God, this is rock hard again. And it was like too much. And then there was like, I mean, not Resident Evil, Snake, what was that called? Metal Gear Solid, that was slightly before Splinter Cell, but that was like, that's what I mean. That was a bit more like obvious where you go. Still tricky, but a bit more obvious where you went. Yeah, they were the days, man. That all comes from that sexy noise as well. Roller Blunt merch idea, little plush badges in JackCity branded Leeds scarves. Take my money, bro. You've got loads of ideas you can do. Mimi, I'd add your mister into that, to be fair. I can't see anybody wandering around with a badger and my face on. Logo. No. Andy Rowe, great, Steve, but I feel there's more you miss. Just like JackCity ignores my classics. I don't know why I bother at times. Pick me, Andy. Pick me, Andy. Pick me. Oh, Andy. I miss you, Andy. I miss you in both the physical and the I miss you in the physical and the virtual world. Ask Ripper Marky B. I've got change prediction. Can't have 1-0, so 2-0 win now. Why can't you have the 1-0 win? Can't you go with Marky B? Is that what Marky B went with? I'm lost. Why the change, Mickey? Have you seen someone's predictions? I thought that was to you, Marky B. It's too much for me. My. Jack, I was referring to your pop videos. Why do you always assume the worst in me? My pop videos? I could have done that for fucking ages, you know. I've got a real problem with myself. Even I get way more than 1.4 people a day. Sometimes with hangover, if I see more than 1.4 people a day, the anxiety is through the roof. Yes, Vega, by the way. Jack's bladder has been conditioned like Pavlov's dog. This is a risky Google. Pavlov's dog. Pavlov's dog refers to Ian Pavlov's famous experiment demonstrating classical conditioning where dogs learn to associate a neutral stimulus like a bell with an unconditioned stimulus, food, and eventually salivated at the sound of the bell alone. This has descended into madness here, guys. I don't fucking... Why? So they'd want to eat the bell. We'll never know, will we? They want to eat the bell over the food. Vega, give me some more. I ain't heard getting cupboard for ages, you know, man. Cheers, Roller Blunt, for bringing that back. They've all gone down getting bin thing, haven't they? But it's like she's getting it covered in a minute. That's El Original, isn't it? What's Wabek? Love that, Julie. No, I wouldn't. We don't have James. We don't have Nonto or the unlikely. I wouldn't. I thought it were good at weekend. I think it adds. I think it creates stability. It means we can have 4 banks, 2 banks of 4. I would personally go, if he's going to play Okafor, I would let him be as expressive as he wants on the left wing and really get forward and go hover around Calvert-Lewin a little bit more and let Aronson be the right winger, the traditional right midfielder, while not on the ball. And then we all just muck in and the 3 moves across. If it becomes like a Aronson, Stack and Longstiff, for instance, and then Ampadu sat in behind, that's a bank of 4, isn't it? It's not the bank of 4 that I want. I like 4-4 because I'm a dinosaur and that's why it rhymes. But if it's not going to be, then you just go into a 3 and then Ampadu sweeping up becomes a sweeper before the traditional sweeping. That's what I would do, and then demand that Okafor fucking changes the game. That's honestly how I think. That's how I would go about it when we don't have a natural winger available. Also, think if I don't know what Okafor would be like on right, but I don't know why nobody's talking about bringing Harrison in on left wing. And I know that goes down like a lead balloon, but I might do a video on that tomorrow. I'll have to look more into Okafor to see if he can do the right-hand role. But do you not think that's a load of bollocks as well, guys? A little bit. Again, I don't want to be a dinosaur, but it's got to be a level where you go. Okafor can play on the right wing. When someone blows a whistle, Jack pisses himself. Blow your whistle, bitch. I used to play that song though, and it'd be like, I'd just be like, I'd be gushing like a Bonnie Blue. Mr. Whitesnake, to be fair, Andy Rowe, since you mentioned the comments going missing, I check every other day as YouTube used to send me emails, say people, yeah, I'm there with you, Mr. Whitesnake. I don't even get to see the comments half at the time. Although I have slacked, guys, on replying to comments, so I do apologise. But I've sometimes previously didn't do a video knowing that I wouldn't be able to reply in the afternoon. So I just thought the videos, I just want to keep the videos going. But I honestly do my best to get back to each and every which one of you. And then we do these and I try and respond. I don't try. This is the underlap, innit? Nobody do it how he does it. PP track. Yes, for the Badger merch with this Leeds scarves, we'll buy all the family one. Well, once you've bought you and your man one there, it's like, you know, how many more do we get through? Is that in Iceland, MVG? He now knows. Jack Boy, did you have time to watch the overlap with Des Walker? I certainly did. I've missed the last 10 minutes. I need the last 10 minutes to catch up on. But it was good. Des Walker talks my language, to be honest, when it comes to footy. He's a dinosaur as well, isn't he? Tomb in womb. You'd have banged her, wouldn't you? She's the first cartoon that I'd have banged. 34 letters, arse ripper. Not sure. Fucking hell, is that the place? Yeah. Vega saw this exhibition mixed tennis match where they had mics. It was hilarious. Sexual healing. Dale Hodgson, think we are solid. I'm sure you mean soiled. Think we are a soiled side as a unit. We just need a bit of time to gel. Thanks, bro, for great show and tunes. Thank you, Dale Hodgson, fucking hell, for being a legend, mate. Oh, dude. Dude. Oh, dude. Dude. Get Mark Bradley out the fucking pub. Get stuck in some danger shit in the get stuck into some dangerous stuff in the on the not stag do. Treat it like a stag do, Mark Bradley. Absolute boyo. You fucking mental. You are absolutely no doubt about it. Mental. Mark Bradley. We need to get you a ticket for Bournemouth game or something. I don't know how I'm going to do that, to be fair, because my brother's struggling for a Bournemouth ticket. I don't know why I picked Bournemouth, but it's Mark Bradley, honestly. Thank you, dude. It's extremely kind. Thank you. He found a way to donate, says MVG. He needs fucking... Yeah, he's a fucking... He's a boyo, isn't he, Mark Bradley? I'll die. I'll end up putting him in my fucking gravestone. If I drop dead, if my final words, I'll be like, okay, I'll go tell my mother I love her, and tell Mark Bradley I love him as well. Oh. Are we down and out? Tell my mother I love her, and Mark Bradley. Oh. Oh, fucking hell. That's funny to me, that. Laughing at my own jokes, which is pretty pathetic, but fuck them. Thank you, Mark Bradley, though. You're a fucking absolute ledge. No need. Bart is a serious fan. Do the Bartman. Gonna gammon again in a Bartman. You're a legend, Mark. Thank you, man. Honestly, dude, there's no need. Stop in future as well. Take it easy, JT. Rest that knee up, mate, before the big one. Leeds should sign Maguire, Shaw, and Maniau. I take Shaw just because he can sit behind Goodmanson on bench. I'd take Manu because I think he's decent. And I won't bother taking Maguire just because I like laughing at him whenever they concede. Even though I actually think Maguire in the whole circles come round good. And I don't mind the bloke. Even though I do mind. I don't know what I'm on about. Just Manu was so shit. I don't even look at him in that much anger anymore. I just look, oh, Maguire, just fucking lovely old Maguire. And it's like Sunday League football. You go, oh, Maguire, fucking Maguire. Siphon Filter, what a game. Resident Evil still mint. Them new ones are fucking harrowing. What is it, might be? Jackpot City. I know, we'll never know, will we? Mark Bradley making it rain. Nobody do it how he does it. Making it rain, boy. Absolutely. Oh, what's this? I didn't know. What's that there? Is that on the screen, guys? Or show comments on stage? Why would you want to see that, though, when you can already... Why would you want that, though? Do you know what I mean? When you're already in the fucking... Fuck me, honestly. Maybe I am a dinosaur, because... Thank you, Mark. My computer's freaking out a bit. You're a legend, mate. I'm behind it. I'm lost. Right, I'm back. What's the longest word might be? Got a free demo disc. I don't remember that. Siphon Filter. The demo discs were mental, man. I used to play like Abe's World. Just, my name is Abe. I used to just play the first fucking minute and a half or whatever it used to let you play on demo. Or like on FIFA, you'd be able to play just one half, wouldn't you? And then it'd kick you out. But FIFA didn't realise that none of us cared. We didn't have any money. So it were like, I'll just play the fucking first half. Like, the first half's now just the full game, innit? It's like, 2-0, get up. And then equally, if you're 2-0 down, it's like, well, it's only half time. Fuck them. Game shit anyway. Jack, do you watch that pen game? The hip hop thing. I watched the pen game. Pen game's the English one, isn't it? I think. Because the English stuff, I know I'm English, but it does my head in. I watch. I watched the American one. I think it's quite funny. Pen games too, like, your fucking mum's a slag. Yeah, last night I saw her out in fucking Wakefield. She was dressed in drag, and it's all like, all right, man, fucking hell, yeah, you're on about my mum that you haven't seen. Too much. People give you kiss my bum bum money for talking. Of course they buy your badges. Kiss my bum bum money. That's probably the most mental comment I've ever received, maybe, so thank you for that. I've never eaten a bell. It's part of the experiment. Yes, your pop videos, they are riddled with fake cannabis plants. Are we on the same wavelength? Oh. It's not pop though, is it? It's freestyle vid, isn't it, mate? But they're not fake cannabis plants, they're just fake plants, dude. Not everything fake is cannabis. Vega, it's not insult, Jack, just means you hear certain sounds and suddenly you gotta go pee or feel tired or something. Please don't be offended. Vega, my guy, if you think you're the one that's offending me, this is out of my chair, by the way. Not that anybody asked. You're not the one offending me, Vega. Honestly, with the amount of shite I get online, it's not you. Believe me, Vega. It is. JT, I thought you thought it was night all, JT. Do they still eat when the bell ends? Oh, Solemn. Cash is king. Exactly, AO. That's why we're setting out outside. It's our house. Set him up, knock him down. Get up, quite literally, JT. Get up in the morning, our kid. Appreciate you, man. It'd be mint if he starts, to be fair, wouldn't it? I hope we go for fucking jugular, man. Hope we go for the jugular. Roller blunt. MVG, my PS1 was chipped and most of the games were in black and white. Played it and didn't care. It was mint days, man. Honestly, I do mean it. Take it easy, man. Oh, is that to JT? Yeah, but it was mint days, Roller Blunt, them days. I don't want to be that guy, that old guy, but it was I thought everything was more. I felt like I had more of an attention span. I'm not knocking the youth of today, but it's so much. There's so much for everybody, isn't there? Always. And in the PS1 days, it's like games were pretty shit, but start of the demise, I suppose. But they're bringing a documentary out about 1975 Paris Cup final. Paul Reaney, Sniffer Minge, and fans who went to the game. Sniffer Minge. See, that's the old Andy Rowe, isn't it? That's the old Andy Rowe we know and love. Sniffer Minge. MVG, that's why I played the demo so much, because I couldn't afford to buy the proper game. Got a chip PlayStation eventually. We got a chip because it used to be, do you remember? You get the back of it going back and it was like a fucking. It was like a TV hanging out the back of its ass, wasn't it? It was mental, that chip thing. And then you'd have to, like, against the sensor that had spin. Do you remember you'd put the chip would go like in it? How mental were them days, man? How mental were them days? The youth will never know. I remember telling her now, she's only about 5-7 years younger than me. She, about dial up and she went, no, like dial up, like going mental for dial up. And your dad come fucking stomping in like, how long have you been online here? Like 25 minutes. Like, fucking get off. Both your brothers have been on. It's like just literally like being on a phone call for 2 hours. It's mental. And now you're online for 2 hours. Now you're live for 2 hours chatting shit about it. Woe the worlds. Mimi says, you lot were fancy. I had one of them controllers. Remember the controllers with like 1,000 games on it? Yes, indeed. They do them now, don't they? Where you can, you know, like you get them on a Fire Stick. But I've never ballsed it up, never gone in. But I'd be partial, to be fair. Hey, it's a lot of testicles. We spent big to buy an injury-prone player from AC Milan, Oakenshield. Where's Oakenshield come from, AO? You threw me off with that weeks ago. Third-party controller could get crazy, and they were so shit. And then your mates would come round, and you'd give them that, and they just did not dial up the same, did they? And you'd be winning at FIFA because you're like, they've got the fucking shit remote. Dale Hodgson, would you change to 4-3-2-1 or stay? I would stay the same, Dale, honestly. I think it makes us super competitive, brother. I really do. Jack, there's a big Canadian rapper. His name escapes me, but he did an emotional song remembering Charlie, who was unalived last Thursday. Is he Canadian, the guy with the tattoos? And now I've forgot his name. Are you on about Tom McDonald? But I thought he was American, to be fair. I like Tom McDonald, but he's Canadian. Yeah, it's Tom McDonald. If I'm honest, though, Andy, I can't help but just man to man and to the rest of the group. I don't know. I'm a bit of a weirdo with it. So, like, and I'm sure Tom McDonald means well, but I can't help but think everybody just sort of jumps in. I'd be so hesitant. Not that it'd matter if I did it, because nobody would listen to it, but I'd be so hesitant to do it, because in my mind, I always think like I'm fucking trying to take some off somebody. And obviously when that happened, then he brings that song out, and I just think, in my head, I think, I like him, and I couldn't care less if he did the song. It's good. I haven't listened to it for this reason, though. Just in my head, I just think, like, why have you done that? Have you done that because you really, really cared? I'm sure he does. I'm just trying to talk to my friends here. So please let me slip up. Don't just Joe me. But yeah, I just feel like, could that have waited? Would that have been better waiting like a year? Do it on his anniversary, or just randomly in 5 months? Do you know what I mean? It's like, right, quickly get me in the studio. Let me write this. Let me get this out. And then boom, and then everybody talks about me. I don't know. I think I'd feel better about it if he said, in 4 years, I wrote this the week that this happened to Charlie Kirk, and you go, all right, fair enough, man. And you're like, oh, why didn't you bring it out? Like, because I didn't want to be, as everybody knows me, the clout chaser. But I mean, yeah, they've got crazy numbers. Should we have a look what numbers it got? I don't really want to click on it, but see what I mean? It's like two. Shut up, fucking shut up. 2 minutes 29. So it's not even like a long song. And it's got 8.2 million views in 7 days. Something reeks a bit about that, man. I can't help it. Mark Bradley's the boy, ain't he? Smash like says, Mimi, appreciate you, my dear. You're absolute ledge. 42 in room. We're running dry, running the tap dry with the old, but there's got to be some more likes available in there. 8 p.m.'s dicking it, by the way. Wee Man song, your dad sells Avon. I could have just gone through comments to get to that, to be fair. Marky B is a legend, aye. Both Marky B and Mark Bradley. MVG was the most bodged, chipped PS you could ever see, including a pen blue tack and a quick pain in the ass disc change. The good old days. Roll a blunt. Nobody do it how he does it. Tell my mother I love her and shout out to Mark Bradley. Is that how far behind I am? Tell my mother I love her. Shout out to Mark Bradley. Get up, not too curious. That's why you're never in the fucking comments, big man. You're too busy chucking. Get your practice in there. I'm glad that's gone down well. Tell my mother I love her. Mark Bradley. And shout out to Mark Bradley. Yeah, and shout out to Mark Bradley's better than and Mark Bradley, though, isn't it? Tell my mother I love her. And shout out to Mark Bradley. I'll have to do that on it. I'll do it until we get like a, not that I get viral vids, but we can get up to maybe like 3,500. Some of the better ones get 3,500. And I'll just open it up with, oh, I'm not feeling right good. Although I don't know when they're going to be viral vids, do I? But tell my mother I love her. Shout out to Mark Bradley. I've gone in head. Oh, fucking Elena. Pjuk Vabarj Lashter in a small town, but now Raharjliji is just a piece of the countryside, but I'm not 100%. Get up, Ina. I love it. No, Dale, just witness, big man. You do not worry. Just witness, my brother. Just witness. The blue tack stuck in the roller. Those were the days. Mental. Anti-disestablishmentarianism, I think. Ina dropping the knowledge again. Ina knows. Scored 34 for Scum as Maguire, goal scoring defender. He scored 34 goals for Scum. Has he? And Pjek Vabarsh Jarklaster is, I can't say is this in English? I can't say it in English. Fatown Monastery in English. Fucking hell, love. Shut me up then. Hello. I won't be long, love. Get fucking dong shit out of me. Might be. We'll be here all day if I'm trying to do this. Now, I know PN means new. So like no, it doesn't. It means like pneumonia. Yes, it is like new. So pneumon. It's gone. AIDS Odyssey, big man. The best fucking nuts, man. Tried to play the full game and got bored because it was too hard. Is that Tomb Raider or... It could have been Abe's Odyssey, to be fair, because I remember that getting fucking really hard. If I could... You can't grab the comment or I'd Google it, but I'm out typing all that out. Well, I've not burnt it yet, Andy. I've not a chance. I'm going to do the big. I'm going to do the big burn tonight, but I think it's probably a bit late. I think neighbour might have. She might hold me in disrepute if I start bringing quite literally the house down with, because the fucking twings will be twanging like a fucking. It'll be like glang glang a lang a lang a lang a lang a lang. The Spectrum and Commodore games. Commodore were evil. 45 minutes to load, and you had to restart after losing or dying in a game. Mental on it. Starting all the way from the beginning as well. What the youth will never know. She's now in cupboard, don't worry everyone. Wi-Fi's shite in there. Get in the cupboard. This is Paphos. What's good, brother? Don't recognise you. Hello all. Been a while. Next game's a must-win match done together. I'm game for it now, man. C64. Is that the Commodore 64? Roller blunt, my guy. There's no need, man. Handed him out. You've only just been given one, roller blunt. Thank you, dude. Solanum. Here's my kiss bum money. Thank you, Solanum. Honestly, guys, I wish you wouldn't. I truly wish you wouldn't bother. But thank you, guys. Shout to War Piglet, Sean Rooney, Roller Blunt, Mark Newell, who I think's gone. MVG, Mark Bradley, Roller Blunt, and Solanum. You're all absolute. The West Coast Warlords. JT never goes. He always stays in the wings, now. You should know by now. You set off a trend, mate, where they all just stay in the wings. Am I still here, guys? I fucking... I don't know what... Am I here? Somebody talk to me. I'm back in now. Fuck knows what happened then. Honestly, fuck knows what happened then. My computer went into meltdown ever since you boys started whacking fucking... Ever since fucking Mark Bradley got here with Super Chat. Amiga. What were Amiga? What was that? What were it called? That Amiga? It was Amiga Summit, wasn't it? I thought it were an Amiga. No, it's just an. Oh no, I've not. That's not Amiga. That's a. What am I on about? What were the first? Do you remember the first? Like before PlayStation, I just remember my eldest brother bringing home. It might have been my middle brother, but I'm pretty sure it was my eldest brother. I want an Amiga, but it were like don't even say Dreamcast because I'm on about what was it? The Commodore 64. It was like a disc thing. I can't remember any games on it. Oh, but that's saying Amiga. Is that the same thing? No, Commodore's still... No, Commodore 64's... got a keypad. It was just... fucking hell, what were it? Johnny boy, where you at? No, I want Atari. Atari. Could have been an Atari, actually. No. No, it was disc. It wasn't... Yeah, it wasn't tapes. It wasn't a disc. But I'm sure it before the Sega, though. I'm sure... Saga. Oh, it's going to do my fucking head in, is that? I'd do the thing that we've done before, you know, where I go way before Dreamcast, though, but Dreamcast will mint. Although I never actually had a Dreamcast. I just played it round at my mate's house. Not the want a Dreamcast. I said not the Dreamcast. Dreamcast were later. Dreamcast came out after PlayStation, didn't it? It was like an original. It looked like a fucking. I mean, a Dreamcast was a rip-off of a PlayStation, wasn't it? But it wasn't Sega. Master System. Hey up, Ricky Clark, by the way. Master System. Fucking hell. That's Sega, though, innit? Fucking hell, it's mental looking back at all that. I can't remember. Tamagotchi always died. I can't remember a. Vega's hammering it in, but I don't. It's none of them. I don't think. I don't remember a. Spectrum 40. It's mental how many there were. To be fair, it wasn't tape though. It was CD. I'm sure it was CD. I think Enar's, sorry, AO's got it here with yellow discs. Take it easy, Pat Dunn. Cheers, man. Thank you for tuning in, man. What's the Spectrum 48K? I'd text my brother, but we've had this before, hasn't it? And he never turns up, so... No, fucking hell, that does look old school, that badger there. Fucking look at this fucker. That does look old school. Look at that. Fucking... Oh, man, I miss them. How fucking mint is that? There's something really novel about it, isn't there? Because gaming, I know gaming's become more and more like realistic, and it's absolutely mega, and it's like mind-blowing. But there's something mint about that, where like, it's, I don't know. I don't know if your mind, I don't want to get fucking soft. I don't know if your mind needs to be this like exposed to shit. Gaza 2 tape. Oh, you want about fucking Gaza? Yeah, fucking. I said Gaza then, like a dickhead. Yeah, I remember Gaza. Well, I remember Gaza, obviously the footballer, but you know. Amiga. It might have been an Amiga. See, when I tapped in Amiga, but this is probably letting me down, to be fair. Oh, fucking hell, dude. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was Amiga. Did you say that earlier, Dr. Curry? Whoever said Amiga, that is what I'm on about. It's this fucker here. Amiga CD32. Somebody's put that. I'm so sorry, guys. It was this. Can't remember fucking... Yeah, because there was like a football game on that, wasn't there? CD32 football game. And it was mint, but there was like... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What a fucking throwback. And my brothers, because they were older than me, were absolute donnies at it. And I'm putting it down because they were older than me. But there used to be like a thing that you could do where you just fucking bend it round the whole defence and you were fucked every time. And it's like, oh, I'm not intelligent or old enough to know how that works. Yeah, it was mint, Dr. Curious. It's a madness. What's an Atari 64? So look at an Atari 64. Yeah, I've played myself with, because when I first typed in the things, obviously they all started with like Ataris or like old school, like, yeah, it's a madness. Eight-bit for lo-fi. I'll make a bit of lo-fi, Danny Bowden. I've got a lo-fi alias, you know. How we bring in the well, we don't bring no longer in, but that was the plan. I haven't made any for a bit, but lo-fi went through a patch, didn't it? I presume you're on about lo-fi music, but that went through a patch of being massive. Rollerblunt, Jack, search up and look at this badass console. Nintendo and Sony back before the original PS1. That was Sony's bitch to get bitch to get into the gaming world. Would have been a right machine. Which one? Nintendo and Sony back before. Which one, Rollerblunt? Take it easy, Anthony. You can't, mate. There's not enough. There ain't enough traffic on this one. Never mind. Can you imagine going here, lads? We're talking for 20 minutes about old school. Is that what we're talking about next week? The same consoles. We can talk about the same consoles if you want. Remember loading the games up on a tape when past level you had to load? Do you remember where it froze and you'd be able to, like, you can't do it now. It'd never, although you don't, it's not now, is it? It's all on, it's all like on the actual computer, innit? But you'd have like, you'd be able to pull it out and fucking like give it a, like, come on, like, and whack it back in. And it wasn't a science. So you'd rip it out and go, right, this might not work, but we're either going to lose all our work here, or we rip it out and whack it back in. And then it'd go back in. You could do it even on PS1, to be fair, where you'd open it up, fucking slam it back in down, like, and then it'd just pick back up from where it left off. And there's one thing to be said about that, because your computer now won't do that. If I ripped it, although, to be fair, I just cut myself off by accident because I flicked the wrong fucking web browser. But I couldn't do that now. It all gets lost. I know there's maybe like Ableton to pick it back up or whatever. We don't need to talk about that. But the idea of it just like being stuck where it is, like, and then it goes, and you go, it's not going to do it, it's not going to do it. And then Tomb Raider just reappears. Fucking amazing. The magic blow. Which mimic, I don't want to be crass. I'm sure somebody else will be, but I hope Rollerblunt gets the fruit of the labour. Just Google Sony and Nintendo console. It didn't have a name really. Only like 5 known to us as far as, you know, I feel like I'm just saying that. I just feel like I'm saying this now, but I do seem to remember this. Nintendo and Sony console. A Nintendo PlayStation. Is this how it began? It's only just begun. Yeah, because that was never a PlayStation, was it? I used to love the Nintendo vibe though, man, with the fucking, you know, I love them things. But on a serious note, why not bring them back? Like, why not? Nobody really cares. Do you know what I mean? They're still cool. I just used to like the whole idea. It was so mint. Some games had passwords to get to levels. Yes, Riki. Yes, indeed. That's the madness as well, isn't it? So you could just, like, if, you know, at the time, obviously, the internet it wasn't vibrant at all, non-existent. So you'd be able to get like a hack and you'd be able to type it in and then be like, oh my God, I've opened up. Oh man, it's a different fucking world, man. Different world. Load it up, go out for a play, come back home in an hour and have to reload it. Yes, Danny Bowden. I tell my kids I'm a walking history lesson still. Sure, they think I'm just a knob though. Yeah, that's a problem in it when you get a bit older, 78 RPM, you go, well, I tell you, this was actually quite, and everybody goes, that wasn't fucking interesting. Like, she doesn't mean snow, just so we're clear. But yeah, that was Sony's first ever dive into gaming. Madness. Well, I'm only here with the magic blow here. That's all it is, Mimi. There's no comment above it. Oh, fucking hell, yeah. Might be when the game didn't work, you had to pull it out and give the magic blow. No, I knew that's what I knew what you meant by the magic blow. There's loads of hip hop bars about like I want to blow on it like a Nintendo cartridge. Nobody do it how he does it over here. If you don't know by now, Mimi, you never knew. Yes, Matt Bradley's back in. Get in and on over here, our kid. The absolute boyo. Just keep your wallet relaxed, big lad. Vega, up, down, left, right, B, A, start. If you know, it wasn't live fun then. So I think this was on the first ever Grand Theft Auto, I think. Circle, up. Circle, up, square, down. But it could be a circle, up, circle, down. It could be. Circle, up, circle, down, circle, or something like that. I'm going to have to fucking find out. Circle. I can't see this working online, but circle, up, circle, down. Circle. I'm sure that was like a... Sure that was a Grand Theft Auto cheat. I'm sure it was all like all the money or something. Circle, up, circle, down. No, there were like a square involved. I fucked it. It's because I've had a beer. I reckon if I was at the controller, I'd be able to do it. Up, circle. No, it might have been R1, circle, up, circle, down. Oh, fuck. I'll have to come back to you with that. But I'm pretty sure that was like all the money. Or all the weapons or something. My brother would know again. So annoying when they're not here. Circle, up, circle, down. R1, circle. R1. I feel like there'd be an L1 involved. Fucked it. Is he summoning demons? I probably am War Piglet, to be honest. You never thought that'd be entertainment, would you? Like circle, up, circle, down. R1, circle. Single player games died years ago. It's all about loot boxes and battle passes nowadays. Agreed, big man. Different world, Jack. Certainly was, Marky B. Certainly was, big man. The Konami code. They were the best games back in the day. Up, down, left, right. B, A, start. Oh, damn what it is. I muscle memory, but it's gone. As soon as I start going like that, I start going. Not that I'm pulling two at once, to be fair. Leave that joke at the door, I think. Used to fight with the bro over where the paper was with all the cheats on. Yeah, innit, man? That's what I mean. That's why you had to learn them. But you just did them that relentlessly because you die. That's why I remember them on GTA. Or I don't remember them, but I think it'll come back to me because we're talking fucking 15 years ago. But you'd die and then you'd have to do it again. So you just didn't end. It was just like second nature to you. It's a madness, mental thing. I know, man. Dr. Curus, behave yourself, mate. Get up, Matt Bradley. Get back to boozer, mate. Get stuck into some of that danger. That danger flouse. Danger Kraus. What a Bobby Dazzler. Right, guys. I'm going to do one because I need another piss and it's 11 and I'm going to go have a beer with, see what old lass is up to. It's like VAR, isn't it? Arse respect. Game's gone. Which one? GTA 3, is that the fucking... Oh, that's still... But I think my Circle Circle Square, I think that's on the 2D version on GTA. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's him, because I remember that's why there's a square involved, because he used to jump about. You'd have to, like, send him jumping all over the shop. And then it'd be like, why? It's not worked. And it's like, because you fucked about with him beforehand. You've got to get him in position. Circle, circle, circle. Mark Bradley, get back to Boozer, big lad. Absolute warlord. Shout out to War Piglet, Sean Rooney, Roller Blunt and Mimi, Mark Newell, legendary MVG, 123. Nobody do it how he does it. Shout out to Roller Blunt again for handing their memberships out like he's Santa Claus. And shout out to Solanum, Lineanum, and of course, tell my mother I love it. And shout out to Matt Bradley. Oh. Cheers, AO. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, you're all absolute legends. Take it easy, Andy Rowe. Ena, my guy. Take it easy, MVG. Dale Hodgson. Till next time. Take it easy, Andrew. Thank you, man. Dr. Curus. Thoroughly enjoyed tonight. And you started an hour earlier, Del, guys. Then we got 3 hours out of it, didn't we? You're the boyo, though. Never fucking forget it. Yes, Danny Burden. Love it, boys. And Mimi and Bob. Take it easy, Ricky Clark. I tell you, we'll end the show with it's probably not going to be worth the joke here, guys, but there we go. I'm making myself laugh again, but fuck it. I think that's the perfect way to end. Take it easy, guys. Adios. Mark Bradley, you make it, mate. Appreciate every which one of you, as you well know.
Boom.